That's what.
And we're live!
Whoa.
Yeah! Everyone's live, everyone's here. We're ready to start. Sorry for the delay, everyone. Some shit happened in real life, and that's sometimes way more important than this fake made-up stuff that we're doing. Last we let off, you guys went with Cold Claw to find out why there were dead gnolls rising from the frozen north. You found this ziggurat to the ancient gods that had been here for a very, 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 very long time. Since before this frozen land was frozen. You fought some gnolls, found out that there was a dragon within that same ziggurat who had a scepter that was essentially allowing him to summon these things. You also found out that the dragon was the son of the dragon that she was fearful of to the west, and was the reason why she wanted the gnolls to go away, so that the dragon didn't come this way and hunt the frozen dead gnolls and slowly make its way over towards Dawnscape. You fought said dragon. Cold Claw fell. But so did the dragon. You looted a pretty decent amount of gold, silver, and gemstones. You looted quite a few magical items. Some of them only somewhat useless, some of them extremely useful.
Staff, you have the scimitar,
yep.
right?
Windwalk at level 4.
Yep. You've made it back to Dawnscape with the dead body of Cold Claw. You were told that you can keep the Warhammer from the guards that went with you. You were told that they would go about cremating the body, but you asked them to wait in order to at least let Shauna Gordon see her son prior to the sun going. The next day is supposed to be when she's there, and you have Atosh, you have a very restless night of sleep, but it does come to you. And you did, in fact, pass the wisdom saving throw from that definitely not cursed necrotic scepter.
How would something like that be cursed? I don't know.
You've made your way through all of this to be at Dawnscape at this day, at this morning. You've made it to level 4. Shauna is said to... you'll be notified at dawn that she is on her way back and will be in her keep within the next 45 minutes to an hour, which gives you guys plenty of time to assemble, eat some breakfast, do whatever you might do prior. Yeah. Cold Claw is wrapped at this time in... It looks almost mummification style, and the embalming fluid is on the corpse already to make it not smell like decay, but rather something that can be there for a little while she says her goodbyes. The only thing that's not covered in the wrap is the face from neck up. You can still see Cold Claw. But they let you know that they'll bring the body over to the office and wait for you guys to assemble and Shauna to be there. Morning is yours.
We have, what, you said like an hour before that?
Yeah, 45 minutes to an hour before Shauna is said to be back in. You do, as they're talking to you about this, you see that same silver guard drake that you saw in her office before, once again scaled over the wall and is heading that way.
There's nowhere here to buy supplies for like spells and whatnot, really, right? There's not shops.
So there is, but they have a very limited supply of it. There is a library here. I would say over all the time that you've been at Dawnscape, you would have found out that their training is largely within the realm of Dumonomancy, actually, which is why your father... Was it your mother or your father that wanted to study here?
Yeah.
Your mother?
Yeah.
Okay. Why your mother was saying that this was a fanciful place that she wanted to go.
Okay.
They train Echo Knights and they train Dunomancers here.
Okay.
So there is some spell supplies that they will sell. It is at an increased rate because of the issue of getting rid of it at this place, because they have a hard time getting it back. Mm-hmm. But you can buy it here if you're that hard pressed for spell material here.
Like material? What do you mean? What do you mean by like supplies? Do you mean like
copying supplies?
Well, like
they would have some here, but again, at this place it'll be inflated rates. So rather than your typical 50 per spell level, it'd be It'd be 65. I had to do a small amount of that. 65 per spell level.
I need
and then
10 gold pieces worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs. Must be consumed by a fire in a brass brazier.
So
I'm
you
assuming
guys have the
some of
brazier.
that, right?
You guys have the brazier, and I think he had additional incense from before,
would
but I
also
could be
like
wrong.
That. What he said.
You could buy the 10 gold worth of that material here for 15 gold each. Or, no, it'd be 12 gold each.
12.
Mhm.
And we have. You said we had 650 each, basically.
I don't think it's
once
been
we
handed
sell
out
the
yet,
gems.
though.
It hasn't been handed out.
Yeah,
Once
so,
we sell the
so
gems.
you have a small amount of gold that was actually just liquid, and then you have
Yeah.
additional material that can be sold off.
Yeah, it was
At-
2600 in just gold.
Yeah, something
I
like
have
that.
3.
Okay,
So I got.
I would like to
Where the
purchase.
fuck is
How like is it like a 50? It would cost 50% more.
So 65 per spell level rather than 50.
50?
Cool. Can I purchase 4 levels
Sure.
of supplies?
Yep.
So
So 65 times 4 is 32 something.
Yeah.
More than 3,200 gold. Or
2600,
3200?
260.
okay,
Now,
I was saying 3 digits, not 4.
we're not playing a wizard anymore.
Okay. I bought that then.
Yep,
Just for the
okay.
12 gold.
I'll do that as well.
Okay,
And then
spending.
Oh,
some-
I was gonna give you 2 of that.
get to it. Oh, for the spell. Oh, okay.
Unless you wanted to buy more, that's fine.
Oh, I was
thought that
I was getting stuff for Find Familiar, like new.
Oh,
but yeah, if you're handing me 2 of that, then
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm giving you
absolutely.
2.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
levels.
Thank you.
And just as a general baseline, the material that you're buying is essentially fine paper that can actually hold spell inscription in it without casting the spell,
Find paper and ink.
and
Yeah.
fine ink that can actually write it down and be permanent.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so while we. Separate from this, actually, do you want to finish up?
Oh no, I'm just. If he's,
Does it-
that's
how
all I
long does
got
it take,
right
an
now,
hour?
So.
Yeah, it
Okay.
does.
While we're like around eating breakfast, I'm gonna give a little speech that I think we all need to take a page out of Batuk's book. We've seen many times that he's gotten knocked down, but he gets up again. Never gonna keep him down, and I think that's something that we all really need to take to heart. As I'm gonna give everybody 7 temporary hit points, except for I don't know who reacts most poorly to that. Definitely you.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say okay.
How many?
7.
Got it.
I have 36 hit points as a rogue. That doesn't really go into combat very often, so
Shut up.
For everyone?
Yes. Except for him.
because I reacted poorly.
Is you back?
Because I can only give it to 6 people and we have 7.
You
Yeah.
hate to lose. So,
And I'm going to cast my Find Familiar spell for
Okay.
the hour that we're waiting.
So
And you're
if-
getting a bat.
So
without
I'm
selling
gonna have
any
a
of
bat.
the, without selling
I'm
any
gonna
of
have
the
this be
stuff,
the bet.
just in the raw money
Perfect.
we collected, it's 371 gold each and 685 silver each.
Are you handing it out or no?
What are you handing out?
I'll hand it out to whoever wants their part now.
John, how many temporary hit points did she get?
Everybody gets 7
There
temporary
you
hit
go.
points.
So,
And
so it's on top of your maximum hit point. So
Those go
that
first.
goes first. It's like
Yeah,
it's like a shield.
How much does everybody get?
Yeah.
371 gold and 685 silver.
Okay,
I will be giving that out basically
Awesome.
every time we have a short or long rest.
I'll take that now.
And it
Yep.
will vary who gets it based on who's not paying attention at the time.
Dang!
Because
So
realistically,
sometimes you.
I think I'd have a hard time not paying
Sorry,
attention
what
to
was the
myself.
silver?
Fair enough.
I will, if it's all right. I'll also cast Find Familiar.
What was the silver?
You have the time to do so.
Silver
Okay,
was
I'll-
685.
Are there 3 familiars?
685?
There are 10 of you? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, I think that's what we're saying. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
I'm just gonna have to
We're
cast more
everywhere.
AoE spells and get rid of your fucking familiars until you're done casting them.
Okay.
Alright, let me
And we
get
still have
another
some crap
fucking
to sell.
mini for your
So there will be more.
familiars.
Man, I
Yeah,
can't
2 of
wait
us.
to get big.
We got
Bear.
Flans.
Hey, so what is your familiar? Am I picking it or are you picking it?
Yeah.
I was thinking statistically it'd be an owl,
Okay.
but flavor wise, after I'm done from the brazier, there's this blackbird that flies up onto my shoulder. It looks very similar to one that would visit his mother when he was younger.
Okay. Okay. Sure. So I'm actually, this will be your familiar. This will be your familiar. That actually looks like a
It's
bird. And then
Skurlock.
Nice.
Are you summoning it again?
Are you summoning?
Sure.
The
Summoning
concept
math?
of math.
Yep.
Math is here.
Everybody add 5 more silver.
His name
Oh,
is
thank you.
Fernando.
Okay.
That was the remainder converted.
This is my
silver.
familiar.
Yeah.
He's a good boy.
So much silver.
Dispel magic.
So,
My coin purse overfloweth.
yeah, I will say with that amount of silver, you're definitely your money jiggle.
Yeah.
Ching.
It's gonna
Ching,
jingle,
ching,
jingle.
I know, you know that meme where like the DM just goes, rocks fall, everyone dies. Can there be like a player equivalent?
Yeah, you can drop rocks on everybody if you'd like to.
Yeah,
You
I
have
feel
to-
like that's what she's doing like right now.
I feel like you'd have to make some sort of rules, but. Is there anything else you guys would like to do either the night before you guys talk to Shauna or the day prior? In
And I just keep,
Well,
just
when
for
did-
purposes, my bed is like in a little pocket right here. So
Hanging
just-
upside down.
Yeah.
Get me just chilling in there. I'm just like,
Well,
what's up,
hang on.
dude?
Hey Tom, when did you do the whole like grab the spell component stuff, or like the stuff to copy spells? Because if that was the night before, then I would.
It would have been like it would. I would say that stuff would probably be handled the day before because of the fact that it is like about 9:30 in the morning right now.
D12.
Okay.
So the shops in that fashion, they're less shops and more like schools
Okay.
would not be open at that time, so you'd have to go in the afternoon when you guys got back, which
Cool.
you had time to do.
So okay, would I have had time to use that to copy 2 spells?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You have 2 levels.
Two levels, yeah. So
It's either 2 level 1 spells or one of the
But if
level
you guys,
2s.
if you're copying from the spell book and you both would like to do it, you can't.
Right.
You need undivided
I
attention
went over
one
that
at a time.
with him
the
last
book.
time. He's like, here, you go with it, and then I'll give it back to
Okay.
him when I'm done.
I am going to copy.
Do you have scrolls?
They
the book.
they don't have
Oh, yeah.
spell
You
scrolls
gave the
here.
book to me, remember?
Oh, can I see it?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, so he's
I'll-
copying, not you.
Well, I think
So-
2 hours and then hand it back 2 hours, right?
Sure.
If that's the instance, then there wouldn't be enough time to both copy those spells unless you're foregoing some sleep.
Well, there's plenty of spells. We have plenty of time later.
Yeah, that's true. That gives me more time to
Yeah,
decide.
logistics.
Gives me more time to
Love
decide
it.
what the fuck I want to
Wizards.
copy.
I'm gonna
Whiz
copy
Lords.
Vortex
Yeah.
Warp. I
Okay.
copied. I
Nice.
spent my 2 levels.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool stuff.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to do prior to
Can I have the basket of candy, please?
I'm good.
going and dealing with a dead dragonborn?
Again, milk chocolate waffle cone. Yes.
Those ones are good.
So
I forgot I had another bag.
Rice Krispies.
So remind me.
A likely
so
story. You keep
there's
finding more candy
silvery
every
barbs,
week.
identify, detect magic, mage armor, shield, retreat.
Ow.
I gotta be honest with you, I wrote it down when I
I'm
told
not
you the
mad
information. I
about it.
erased it, so I don't know.
But
Fair enough.
Easter's been going on a long
So
time.
I would get with him about it. I genuinely don't remember.
Okay.
When I give you guys, I'm both awful and awesome at items because as soon as I tell you the item and you guys have written it down, I erase it.
What
It's
was the
gone.
question?
I was just confirming.
You have the
spells
different
we have in
spells
there.
in the book.
Yes, I wrote down the spells.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I've got them too. It's just like I, for some
Can't
reason.
confirm.
Silvery
I watched
barbs,
him do it.
identify,
What, erase them? Oh,
Right.
okay. I was like, you better not have watched me erase them.
detect magic,
It was on stream.
expeditious retreat,
Okay.
mage armor, Tasha's caustic brew, Tasha's hideous laughter, shield, kinetic jaunt, vortex warp.
Okay. Gotcha. Alright, thank you.
Of which I have like 4 of those already.
Yeah.
That'll happen to you.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Pretty cool.
Well, this has been a bit of a bust
Yeah.
Hey,
coming all the way up here to the great north.
Hey, it's fine. It happens.
Oh.
Sometimes you go and there's nothing there, and sometimes you find what you're looking for. I was under the impression you would see a man about a sword.
I was
Yeah.
under that impression as well.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a prison. At least we get to leave.
Also, we came here to
yeah.
learn how to fight a dragon, and I think one way or another we kind of figured that out.
We learned some things.
We fought a dragon. What did we learn?
I've always wanted
Up
to
for
fight
debate.
a dragon.
That's fair enough.
You did too.
Yeah,
you did so
I
good.
did.
You did so good.
I thought I did pretty well.
You did so good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It
I
wasn't
learned
quite what I imagined.
Don't stand too
but-
close to dragon.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
dragons are pretty dangerous.
You'll get there, buddy. And I'll
Don't
give you
stand.
like a little punch on your
Don't
Core
stand
muscle? I
so.
don't know.
Don't hit him too hard.
Don't stand so
Close to me.
close to the dragon.
Adam.
I don't have to revive the Tuki.
That's why I figured out how to use this. And I pull out the whip.
And then he nay-nays.
Well, let's make.
So, now we get to the serious levity part where you guys make your way to Shauna's office, in which the guards are outside with the body, and so is Shauna at this time, who is already in the process of grieving over Cold Claw. And she's asking, as you guys are approaching, like, what happened? How did this happen? What, like, and is stuttering and stammering over her words and beginning to cry as they're saying, like, they're coming, hold on, they will answer, hold on.
I'll speed up a little bit.
Okay.
Who has the bits of dead dragon?
I have several
But
dragons.
cook,
Usually
right?
this one carries the dead thing.
Do you want to pull out some dragon scales?
Yeah, I pulled out like a handful of scales that I took off the dragons.
Okay. And you guys all approach. And she looks at you all like,
I am so deeply sorry for your
how did this,
loss.
you were supposed to talk about gnolls. What happened?
Oh,
We were dealing with the gnolls.
We found out what was making the zombie gnolls, and it was a dragon.
How far west did you go?
Not that far. Maybe half a day. It was this. He claimed he was the son of the dragon you'd been worrying about, and he was trying to stake his own claim closer to where you guys are. We didn't expect him. Things went south very quickly.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not blaming you. This wasn't supposed to happen.
No.
I wasn't ready for this, and I'm not okay. So, things will be dealt with. I can send you on your way. It's fine.
We did
It's
kill
fine.
the dragon, and I hold up the
You killed. Okay.
Your son was a great help. He fought bravely.
I go up to her and I grab her hand and I look deeply into her eyes and I say, Madam, your son died a hero. He saved many of our lives.
It's bittersweet that you all stand here to tell me that, but I am proud of him. So thank you.
As you should be.
I'm in the back.
She looks at one of the guards and says, can you please take him and bring him back in a proper urn, and we will have the ceremony once matters are handled. And she opens her door and gestures you inside. And she, as she does, the drake curls out from behind, because remember her desk is in front of this, where the mountain itself is. There's like a cubby for this drake that is rather large, and the drake scuttles by and comes up to Shauna like it's a puppy excited, and there's an arm wave. She says not now in Draconic, and the drake in this instance looked like you'd expect a puppy was expecting, like, oh yeah, it's time to play. Not time to play, things are wrong. And it goes and it lays down behind the desk. And she sits down and she says, so you've killed the son. I lost mine and he lost his. I think, though, that I actually cared for mine and he did not. So, though the blow was equal, the damage was not. And I suggest you all leave here very quickly for your own safety, because I'm going to kill that guy. He's going to die by my hand. I will call my mother. I will call to my mother, and we will start this war. It has been this way for far too long. This land has been overrun with that tyrant to the west for far too long. He's played his games, and I'm done with it. So, and as she finishes saying that, you see her. She looks down slightly, and her eyes gloss over, and she's casting a spell. and she, you hear her sending a message. She says, "Mother, he killed my boy. The war starts today. Send what you will or don't, it's happening." You don't hear the response in her mind back from whoever she sent this to.
Music is pretty good.
She sends.
I have his warhammer.
You can keep and use that.
Craig just
That's fine.
him doing
It
that.
lo-
Craig's just like,
As long as it sees battle, and you can bash in his head if you'd like to join us. But again, I'm going to war with that ancient dragon. So, for your own safety, if you almost died doing this with his child, probably not in your best interest. And her face once again goes mute as her eyes gloss over once more, and she sends a second message. It says, "Your spawn killed my child. Your spawn is now dead. As is Azkaraz. You're alone again, and you'll die this way."
Mom's kind of badass.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that.
Slightly aroused.
So she says the name. She says your spawn is dead, as is Azkaraz. Azkaraz is not Cold Claw. You can anyone can make a history or arcana check to decipher who that would be.
23.
27.
Damn.
18.
Well, damn.
0. You're like, that's not Cold Claw.
That's my nat 20.
Nice.
So,
Is that the city we're in?
so there was previously said to have been one of the first primal dragons, Azkaraz. Presumably, this would be the mate of the white dragon that had this child, because she was talking about your spawn is dead and now is Azkaraz. So her message said, "Your wife is dead, your kid is dead, you're about to be."
Dead.
Once again, you do not hear the silent message that comes back to her.
Can I tell if a message came back? Like, does she do something?
I mean,
Does she-
so sending is the
I figured it's just like-
yeah. She says this when she's completed sending her message. You hear the words aloud that she says,
yeah.
and then her eyes return to the normal, and she doesn't appear to be.
Reacting.
She seems like her focus is in two places, because she has thoughts that are her own. She has you guys, and also she has the thoughts that came to her.
Yeah.
And she says, "Dawnscape has been a fortress in this way for decades, if not centuries. This fortress will move and expand and grow. I suggest you don't be here for it, but again, all hands on deck, so if you'd like to, more power to you. Where do you want to go? Because I assume you don't want to."
I think we can handle and travel back.
Ignore this fool. What do you mean? Are you be able to just get us there? Can you cast a teleportation spell?
It depends on where you're trying to go, but yes, I can. I
We
have
are
a couple
trying
of
to go
connections.
to
It's not on that map.
Baduk.
Unless you're trying to go to Commonwealth.
Baduk.
Are we giving up on
Well,
Well, we're trying to go back to the horses.
we need to go.
Oh yeah, the horses. If you can
I
get me
don't
in front
care,
of
but
this
y'all be very into
bitch's
the
shop,
horses.
and fuck.
She said she couldn't do that.
Yeah,
No,
Commonwealth
yeah.
is the closest place.
She had talked about that already, and you're halfway there already. You're halfway between where she can put you and where you are now.
Fine.
So
Yeah,
just
it's like
We're
we
back
can
in
get
the
there in like an
there's
hour.
no
We'll walk.
for explanation's sake. She's using teleportation circle. There's not one where you're asking to go.
Let's have her send us to Commonwealth, and then we can get to the horses from that side. That way we don't have to navigate through the weird pass once again.
Yes.
Ever
Well,
changing.
with the mist, you
I
can
think
go
I
straight over it.
Figure something out. Found this thing and I think I got a way back.
Does your way back involve going through the ice pass?
Not really.
It's kind of ambiguous.
Yeah. You want to explain a little further, my guy?
All right, I'm just gonna start casting it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, are you
So
casting?
he plucks one of the six. I think it was six beads
yeah.
off of his necklace, off of his new necklace, and he takes
Oh, yeah.
like
I forgot that was a thing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's one.
I'm trying to think of what, like it's like a cue ball sized ball.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those big.
Yeah.
Big one, yeah.
chunky pair of
Yeah.
And you, just for a minute, you just
It's
see
not,
me
not
just
quite
sitting
cue ball,
there,
but a
just
little bit less.
tossing the ball in my hand. It doesn't look like I'm doing anything. I'm just tossing a ball in my hand.
Well, if you have a way to get us home, that would probably be the best. That'll leave you more equipped for your upcoming battle.
Yes, sir.
I have to wait for my mother anyway, so if you would like to go today, it won't happen today. The war is struck today, but it won't happen now.
Oh, okay.
Who are you going to war with? What's his name?
The dragon to the west is known as Asphodel. He won't have that name long.
Would that name ring any bells? Or in terms of history or
That's so with your prior roles, he's not a dragon of substance. She was, and she being his mate that made this offspring that you've killed. They were one of the first, but she was the first, not him. So he's like a lesser, like he's like the guy that was around the important people when it happened, but was not the important people. He's just a present person that now you know rules at Tundra Peak.
Mhm.
So that would be his lair.
So, how is the casting going?
So actually, it turns out it doesn't take a minute. It takes a bonus action to cast it because this thing is silly.
Wow, you could just do that. Just
Yeah.
be like, all right, fam, we out of this.
So bonus
dragon
action,
fight.
and
Smash."
it's just like it goes a little bit like this: toss it up, catch it, and we're all gas.
If you're willing.
Oh, I'm willing.
Could you imagine he tosses up, casts a spell, you're like, nuh-uh.
No, bro.
Focus
Well, you have
this.
to make a check. Well, you have to make a check.
No, it's
No.
willing creature. You
It's
have
just
to,
willing?
you have to be willing.
Okay.
yeah.
I'm gas. I'm okay to head
Well,
to.
It's also
what's
not
his face?
removed. It just
Well, I
hold
No,
on to it.
yeah.
But yeah.
I'm willing, but dubious.
Yeah.
So you say that, not quite understanding fully the levity of the spell. She says, "I can get you there." You have a discussion about a quick teleportation circle. Realize it's not in the cards, and then you're all gone. And she says, "While you're all there still, well, that was quick." Okay. And then she turns around and goes behind her desk into where the Drake follows her. And it seems like there's a separate chamber behind her office that presumably she lives in that area.
Can we speak in this one? to
No,
each
you're just
other?
guess. You're
Can't
just
we
guess.
switch back and forth?
You
It
can
takes
switch
a
back and
minute.
forth, but
I'm freaking out. 100%.
oh, so it takes a minute to become guess. So he's tossing this ball for a minute as you're having the discussion of whether or not you can teleport
It's-
to a place.
Yeah.
It's instant. It's a bonus action.
Right,
it's
but then it's a
normally-
minute to turn into guess and a minute to come out of guess, or what?
No, so normally it's a minute to cast the spell, but the next to prayer reads makes the bonus action.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's fucking ridiculous.
So
which is
you
ridiculous.
immediately guess,
If we
and
wanna
then
be
over the
ungassed,
course of a minute,
minute.
if you would choose to, you can slowly turn back into your solid form.
I don't know if I would know how to do that without being told how.
It's fair
Is
enough.
it like you could go back and forth and it takes a minute to do that?
Yeah.
Or is it,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
It lasts for a long time, but
Yeah,
you can go
yeah.
back
We can't
and
talk.
forth.
Now while you're guess,
I'm definitely freaking out. Both of I have no idea what's going on, and also
Yeah, you just
that
died.
was so fucking rude. We didn't even say goodbye or thank you for your hospitality or anything. My mother would be ashamed.
I
Is
slowly
it
try
like-
to start turning back into a normal
I'll
form?
do that too, yeah.
okay, you do so. I mean,
I
over
thought-
the course of a minute, your
I thought
your
that
miss
we'd have more than
would become-
more than a bonus action's worth of time.
your
So-
miss
Still,
your
you
miss
could've
slowly
explained
solidifies back into your body.
You didn't know. I didn't understand that.
He has 6 intelligence.
You're
He's like,
right.
we can be
Dude,
gas.
I'm just like, we can do this.
You right. You right.
So,
Alright, we just
so
got
that
this
was
dude.
that.
So she does walk out of the room because she didn't. You all just dusted.
Sorry, we got this
Fucking,
new
I don't feel so
thing.
good, Mr. Stark, and it was it.
Yeah.
Eager to use it, and we didn't really know what it was going to do. But
Well, you're not a person for a minute, and she walked out of the room. She walked to her chamber behind. So again, that tunnel that the Drake came out of repeatedly seems to be an extra chamber. You can go that way while you're apparating if you choose. But she is not like standing there waiting for you for a full minute.
might
She
literally tell
assumed
us if we
like
follow
like
her.
you guys were having a discussion about whether or not she was going to teleport you, and then you poofed. So she's like, I guess I can do it.
it
And then
sounded like
she
she was about to say something while you're still here, and then we. I'm like, wait, what were you going to say?
truly don't remember. I don't know if she would
I'm
either.
gonna go talk shit to the horse lady.
I'll just go, sorry about that. We tried out our new thing.
Did you
and
follow her back?
I'm like shouting from the front room.
Okay.
I'm
I
like
don't think you can hear
mentally
me.
shouting, how did you turn back? What's going on?
You just gotta think solid.
Yeah.
And we just tried out this new thing. I guess it turns us all into gas, and then we can move really, really fast. So,
that was.
It's a reverse
gas
spark sound.
Yeah.
Empty room, or did you go
It
find
just
her?
makes a reverse
I'm, like,
spark
shouting
sound, whatever
from
that
the
is,
room.
and then you turn back into solid.
Shouting.
So who reapparated?
Just Batuk, I think.
I think-
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, did we just waste that?
No.
No, you can go back and
You can
forth
go back
between
and
that
forth for
stage.
like 8
for
hours.
8 hours.
This bucket
Oh,
spell's
okay.
ridiculous. Is what's
Okay, yeah,
happening.
that's
It's a pretty
super
high-level
broken.
spell.
It's
and
a
I love
six-
that.
It's a sixth level spell that you guys were lucky to get because it was randomly rolled on a random table that randomly rolled on that table for the number of beads and then randomly rolled what spells were on that bead.
Yeah.
So like,
RNG is this, baby.
I'm not gonna take it away. I was like, that's what you get.
To get it, and Max rolled on the number of beads.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Yep. Uh-huh.
All right. Well,
I'm-
are we flying or
And
what?
it's just rare too. It's
Yeah.
not like a fucking
Well,
whatever.
most of us
I feel like that
cast,
should not be rare.
Except for Daily Batuk. They are currently
Most of the spells
physical.
are like second level. That's like normal.
Yeah.
Can I just
But it's
keep
getting max number
flipping and
and
flopping
having
in
some
and
high
out of
level.
this?
It takes a minute to go from one form to the
Oh
other.
darn it! I was just like running. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't do that.
I'm just gonna
unfortunately.
You can go.
her from the main room.
But
hope she can hear me.
when we're all freaking out, we can just poof.
All right.
It's just
Yeah, let's
everybody
go.
within 30 feet.
Yeah, let's go.
So yeah. All right.
So,
So I'm back as a person.
you, as you call that out to her, what did you
I
say?
just said, sorry, we just got this new thing, and I guess it turned
Kind
us
of
all
a
into
joke.
mist that can fly really, really fast. So, yeah, we're gonna head out now. Good luck with the war. Sorry.
Shouting.
Good
She fucking left.
You hear a voice that isn't hers coming from the same chamber that she just walked into, saying, "Good luck with wherever you're going. I hope you don't die like he did."
Do we
And
recognize
with
more
that,
things?
I'm gonna
Me
Homer
too.
Simpson for the next minute into gas.
There's a different voice. You can
I'm
go
just
see if you
swirling
want.
around.
I'm gonna go see. I don't know who that is.
Okay.
You were gas, so
You
I
can go
can
as
still
gas.
see, can't I?
yeah, you can still see, but
You
you
can
are stealth.
perceive.
You see a large chamber with a large amount of treasure, with a silver dragon atop said treasure.
Whoa.
Oh,
Can I
just a
speak on the
dragon?
gas?
No,
Not a
no.
worm? A dragon?
A
No.
dragon. There's also the drake there.
Oh, she's the dragon.
He's a dragonborn, and that's her kid. It's the other side of the dragonborn.
Yeah.
All right.
We bounce.
It's time to go.
Bounce.
I'm still
It
aroused.
is an adult silver dragon.
Jesus Christ.
Can
Oh.
you have another kid? Cause you guys.
I'm on the market.
You sound horrendous.
So after another minute,
down, man.
we are some gassy boys, and then I turn myself into an arrow, and then say, "We ride." Whether or not it shows the right direction, I have no idea.
You point up.
I'm gonna choose a nice cumulonimbus form. Then
What happened to my monitor?
Cirrostratus.
We appear as wisps of cloud.
So
Wisp-
you guys are now moving at a rate of 300 or 600 feet per round. So every 6 seconds, you're going fucking 100 yards.
Yeah.
Basically 100 feet
Minimum.
per second.
Now,
Kerchew.
Kerchew.
Yes.
So, the amount of time you took on your way to Dawnscape is now laughable as you fly extremely quickly over The same exact landscape that took you so long to get through on your way up. In the distance, you still see Tundra Peak. I imagine you do fly a little bit higher up than the ground. And truly, Tundra Peak and Dawnscape, the frozen shelves that they were built into, it's really all that's up here.
Wow.
This is pretty desolate. And you wonder, once again, how they have their whole ecosystem in their life up here and survive. It's made a little bit more clear now that you know her end of the bargain.
Yeah.
And
Silver fucking dragon. Hanging it.
you guys continue on your way, going over the mountain through the Crystalline Pass.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say
Yeah,
so,
we're clouds. Sightsee.
Sure.
Bitch, I'm a
So-
cloud.
As you pass over the Crystalline Pass, you also see a palace made of crystal sitting atop the mountain. There is lattice work that goes up into the clouds above you that you cannot see the top of the spire, and you wonder how you didn't see it before until you see the size of the mountains that hid this spot. You can go up to it if you'd
Yeah,
like to.
I'll
See
look
the
at
top
it.
of this bitch.
Oh, it's
Atop the tower
right.
is a statue of a dragon as well. And the pieces of the puzzle are starting to click into place as you're realizing when you were told about the protector of the Crystalline Pass up to a certain point, and you remember this crystal structure underneath, and you remember this crystal palace that is built. You're putting the pieces together and remembering that crystal dragons are good dragons. The dragon is likely the protector that they were talking about in the Crystalline Pass. Things are also coming clear that Tish in the Crystalline Pass said, "My mother raised myself and Shauna."
Okay. Sneaky.
You're beginning to
Why?
realize that
Yeah.
within this northern region, there is a very large palace atop a mountain that holds a dragon. There is a city to the far north that holds a dragon that are about to fight another dragon. Without meaning to, you have stumbled into your fourth dragon.
This is just a great week.
Fifth!
Oh yeah.
Well, there's 1, 2, 3 that you've met.
Yeah.
4 over there, and then 5 that stole the princess, or not the princess, the Viscount's
Well,
daughter.
that's 6. 6 that we killed.
Oh, you're counting the one that died.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
He's still a dragon.
We talked to
It
him.
doesn't matter that he's a shit dragon.
It's true. You can go through this crystal palace in your smoking form in your mist form if you choose to do
Oh
so.
hell yeah!
I just want to kind of peek
uh,
in the windows and look at the architecture.
I feel like we'll be spotted. I feel like a dragon can see a
I'm
wisp
not
of
going to
cloud.
go into someone's house without knocking. That's rude and bad manners.
We can't talk in this form, guys.
I know you're doing a lot
Yeah.
over there, DM, but can I find the front door?
What a
I'm not
the
going to
palace,
stop
there's
you.
not one.
I'm not even here.
you do
sitting
notice,
here
though-
with me.
You do notice though that
I do feel
The-
an arrow.
at the top of the tower there is a platform that you can go into the tower from. There's no front door in this fortress. There is essentially it goes. So crystal dragons can form crystals however the fuck they want. The Crystalline Pass is below this fortress. Presumed to say that you were in the bowels of his fortress when you passed through the Crystalline Pass. He can go through this, like, into this area, and that's how it was tended to as the protector. But there's no, like, door to get into this entrance. There's the entrance from the bottom, and you do see the platform at the top that would allow the dragon to see the stars. And if you're choosing to soar all the way up to the top and see this stone structure, you do see an elfin man that is standing atop the structure, looking up into the sky. It's light out, so there are no stars.
I was gonna say I was gonna start materializing at the top.
You do?
Last minute.
Well, I kind of want to. Is this dude just standing there? Is he saying anything to the sky? Is he just vibing?
As you stand and observe, you do see a number of times his face and eyes go white, same as Shauna's did. And he communicates to someone saying, the younglings are doing it again. At least this one will be quick and we can get rid of the problem this time. There's a momentary pause as another spell is cast that he says, no, you don't need to come. We will deal with him.
Am I getting evil vibes off this dude?
Deal with him. He
Make
said,
an insight
yes?
check, sure.
Well, the white dragons are he.
Well, good news.
Or at least they've used he.
I
for
have
before.
proficiency, so that's an 8.
You're not sure. You're not sure. That is an ominous message that he sent to
That is
somebody.
ominous as shit.
Real
I'm
quick.
seeing if... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
So he said we'll take care of him. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm have an idea what he means, right?
Yeah.
Well, one we killed was a him. And
The
the
one
other
she's
three
gonna
we
kill is
met
the him.
were
Yeah.
We've never met a good him. But this is a him. So, have we met a good him?
let's not find out, because he just said something pretty ominous and probably didn't want us to hear it.
The sky above is clear blue around the area for miles. As soon as you get away from this tower that he's standing on, there is rain to the south, close to the shore, that you can see. There is mist all throughout the frozen north as the weather comes north off of the mountaintop. But here in this area, as if a perfect bubble, no cloud in the sky, no bird in the sky, nothing this high.
Except our
Yeah,
clouds
there
and
are
mist.
approximately 7 clouds in the sky.
There are you small clouds and mist that are there.
10, because the familiars are also clouds.
Well, we can poof them. So.
Do you do apparate?
Yeah, I'll just apparate away, like on the other side, away from him, and Can I look non-threatening when I'm assembling?
You can
myself?
Jazz
position
hands
yourself
while you
however
Surprise!
looking to see.
I'll be close-ish by. Let's see.
I won't be.
I'm just.
I know you.
I would only say...
I will apparate.
I'll be at first excited to know I'm actually not by myself because I wasn't fully confident these clouds were my friends, and then horrified.
That the cloud was in fact your friend.
And he's going in there.
You see this elf that the clothes that he's wearing is a robe that is seemingly made of extremely thin and flowy crystal. There is a tiara-like crown on his head that is made of crystal. And there is one crystal that's about yay big as a diamond on his neck. And as you apparate, he says, "Are you the one that started this all?"
Maybe. We didn't kill. What's the
messenger.
Coldclaw. We didn't kill Coldclaw.
The messenger, the one that infuriated the other youngling.
I'll begin to apparate.
Yes. We fought the youngling in the bowels of the knoll infestation, and we were.
I don't know what that means, but that's a great deal of power, then, I guess.
No, I mean, I'm not meaning it as a flex of power, but maybe we inadvertently started this conflict, and Coldclaw fell, and now his mom's really mad.
You're
And
like
you're
having
dra-
this conversation from
Bye.
80 feet
I mean,
away.
as long as he's not
And-
apparating into a dragon and slashing at me, I'll approach.
as you're beginning to talk and as you step forward
May I
towards him,
approach?
um,
I would ask.
without any wave of any arm, without any spell being cast, His body isn't where it was, and is right in front of you.
That's a neat trick. How tall is he? I'm pretty tall. Is he about my height?
He's shorter than you.
Cool.
But
That means nothing.
but you're looking down into his eyes that almost seem like they don't capture light by how refractive they are.
Cool.
And he says, "No,
Did we inadvertently start a conflict?
there's always been a conflict. That one is incorrigible, and I wish that he died with his wife. But we leave him to his own little mountain over there. It's
I
fine."
feel like we sort of.
Oh, there are more of you. Oh, this is
I
great.
feel
This
like
is great.
I wanted to. Yeah.
There's 7 of us precisely.
His eyes go white once more. He doesn't speak.
After he,
Doesn't say anything.
after he
Just
says
sort of-
7, I start to apparate.
We just sort of stumbled.
his
upon
eyes
this.
go back to normal.
Stumbled upon you.
Sorry. Yeah, just kind of sorry about that.
Oh,
I'll slowly start forming up.
There's
the
7 of us,
None of us will be around.
and I'll just point to the
fun.
wisps
So
of
is
clouds.
this a tour or
No, it's
what are
not a tour. We were just passing by, and
You know that I'm here now.
Yeah.
or do you want us to not know that you were here?
It'd be great if you didn't.
We will, post haste, we will forget that you were here. But
I'm kidding. It's fine.
okay,
You can actually come down if you'd like to. It's just more of this, and he just gestures to
To the crystal.
his crystal palace that he stands atop of.
it's okay. You don't need
The
to
stars
your wonderful
here
house.
are fantastic.
I bet.
I recommend you come back and see them.
Dude,
Never a
yes.
cloud in the sky, never anything in the way. This is the
Oh,
perfect
actually,
spot
that's awesome.
to see everything. So far away from the cities, so far away from everything going wrong in this world, so far away from all the problems. And yet, and he points, and you can see Tundra Peak from here.
Ah,
I'll have to deal with that one.
are you gonna be helping
It won't be long.
Claw's mother? Oh, it won't be long.
Oh, my child, yes, I'm going to.
Yeah.
Of course I will.
So are you mother?
At this
She-
point,
she
No.
mentioned
Or are you
not-
father?
No,
I'm not assuming.
it's nice of
You're welcome.
you. You can call me Darai.
Darai. Everybody's writing that down. except me.
Derai.
Someone else has got it.
Dahrai. Darai.
Re-
Gonna
I'm gonna
ride
ask you.
these
You
nuts
give me
on
an M
here,
when I ask. Does
guys.
that ring a bell? Especially like.
Settle down.
You can roll an independent check of history to see if he. I mean, for what it's worth, he
16.
gave you a name doesn't mean he gave you the name.
Right.
Yeah.
At 16, I doubt it.
With a 16, no. He says, "It is really nice of you to come. I heard that you'd like to join the fight, but not here with the
Kind-
other one."
Kind of. So yeah, we're in the process of rescuing a fair maiden who was stolen from a town.
Ah, yes, Mergizo took her.
Yeah, that's kind of where our focus lies at the moment. But if we inadvertently started or sparked conflict further here, I'm sure we as a group would be okay with helping out if we are needed and welcomed at some point while we're solving this fair maiden issue.
You don't need to worry yourself with matters of family.
I will not.
It will sort itself out,
Cool.
as it always has for millennia.
Neat.
It's not too big of a deal. There are problem children, one's to the east, one's to the north, one's to the west. It's all fine. They're all going to pass eventually. Those of us that are kind will remain, and Kaiban will look poorly on them. Somata will look kindly on us.
This is a very interesting point of view.
Yes.
I'm gonna pull out my staff. So the one we killed was using this.
No. You can keep that to yourself. I don't want that object here.
Can you tell me anything about it
It's not within my realm at all.
at all?
You would have to speak with the Dark One in Lowlands,
That is
and
the dark one.
frankly, I don't think that you'd want to.
No, that
Um,
just the name
that
alone
sounds
sounds bad. Okay. Where's the satchel?
You
Where's
hold
the satchel?
what? Why would you have this?
It was there. I mean, I didn't take it because I like it. I was just like, it's there, and he was using it, so we stopped him from using it. And
Oh, the youngling had that.
yeah, the
Yes.
young
Well,
using this to make all the gnolls and other creatures undead.
See, this is what I'm talking about. With the family, there is issues everywhere, and frankly, we should have dealt with them and their kind and their ilk when we started. Because this whole continent would be so different and so much easier. It's fine, it's fine. We'll deal with them now. You hold a very cursed object in your hand. I would recommend something with it, but it's not staying here, that is for certain.
I wasn't gonna ask you to
closer
keep
to
it. I was just wondering if
Don't
what
litter.
it was, so it's cursed.
Of course.
I'm gonna put it in the bag.
So
Oh, too cursed. That's great.
What? Repeat that.
You have more than one curses amongst you.
The bag?
Oh yeah,
The bag is just holds things.
sure does.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna reach in the bag and
does
say
it do anything
soul.
else?
Soul?
So,
You know, hold,
No soul.
What's
That's where my head
the
goes.
physical
Yeah.
embodiment of a soul look like?
It's D&D.
he rolls out a ghost.
Oh,
He has the embodiment of math right next to him. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
that's what I'm asking.
Actually, math is still a cloud in the.
This is cursed too?
Of course.
What about this? I raised her scimitar.
I'm a cloud.
The fuck you do?
Otherwise, I would.
Say
So-
what about this, and I hold out the +2 sling.
No, that's an ordinary
I'm
mundane.
a cloud and I'm
doesn't matter.
outside,
I'm also cloudy blue.
looking through a window.
What about this sweet? It's the spell book.
Is that marble?
Just doesn't seem to be.
God damn it. Thank you. You're very enlightening.
I've lived here a long time. I see a lot.
You see a lot.
Yeah,
We
a lot from up here. Holy
I
shit.
saw you guys actually when you traveled through.
yeah,
A lot of you.
we did. It was very cold.
But now we can do this.
It's not much warmer up here.
What do you think of it?
You're welcome to stay though. Like I said, if you would like to come south into or below into the castle, you can.
Do you?
See the chair, I guess. I don't. What do you do?
What do we do?
You know. I don't know what mortals do
Attempt to
because I
rescue
haven't
fair
had
maidens.
to deal with that for a long time.
So
I
right
acquire
now
knowledge.
we're trying to rescue a girl from Mergizo.
What you just said.
Yeah, it's my cousin. It's
Yeah.
fine. She'll be fine. He's not gonna hurt her.
Do you know where he is?
Probably in his books. He's always in his books. I mean, maybe he didn't go there. I could ask, but I don't think he'll tell me. We haven't been talking in quite some time. Now, when the world was fractured and this island was formed, they made the library over there, and my information became not so good for their information. They liked to keep their rules to themselves, but they don't live in reality. They worship the cosmic, and frankly, it's a myth, a legend, doesn't exist. People need to move on.
So he has his books. Do you have any books? Like, do you have knowledge? I seek knowledge.
No, I keep the knowledge in my mind.
Very good. Very smart. I keep a lot of it in my mind. Some of it in this book.
So you say you see a lot of things up here. Do you mind if we ask you some of these things about the things you see?
Oh, it's just below, but sure.
Yeah. Oh. Shit. Ask.
Dude, I don't know. What are you
Ask
looking
about
at
your
me?
friend Holg.
Yes. So
I'm
describe
a single.
Holg.
Thanks for training.
Have you seen this man?
I've seen half orc before. I don't. Do you have something that would distinguish him from his peers? I mean, frankly, you all look alike to me with your.
He usually dresses in these very fine
Is my form
robes.
normal?
Is your form? You look like he's an elf, right?
Yeah.
He's an elf, but his eyes are not normal. They,
You
like I said,
look
they
like
are like
you
you can
stand
see.
Honestly, you've nailed it.
Yeah, don't change a
Really
thing.
great. Really love what you're doing here.
Okay,
So
that's good. That's good. But
He would have
They're all the same.
something like this on him, and I'd hold up that pen.
I don't pay attention to the tiny things. You're already very small.
Fair enough.
I don't
am what
count
they
the
consider
pebbles
tall
that the
boy.
ants move.
Yeah, but your knowledge must be expansive enough to know when a pebble is moved.
Within the past, of course.
Okay.
So you know of the
Can we see where we came from, Dawn's Cape? Can we see Dawn's Cape?
You can see the frozen shelves that
Frozen
make
shelves
this
that make-
bank that they
Yeah,
latched
okay,
themselves into.
cool. So we're like up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck
This
yeah.
is like, to the point where breath is like, the longer you're standing here, the more you're realizing there might not be enough oxygen here for you.
I will never realize that.
Fair
My
enough.
brain does
Now,
not need
when I
breath.
say that, I mean you're starting to breathe heavier as you go because
Sit down.
you're high.
Yeah.
This is not
Cool.
Yeah.
like you're atop Mount Everest,
And
atop
you
Mount
didn't
Everest.
acclimate, you just
Yeah.
flew right up.
you
there.
just showed up as a person and we were like, oh shit.
My heart's
Well, we acclimated. We were
fast.
clouds.
Sorry, back on the subject at hand, eh?
Yeah.
I actually would like to see the place. That seems very interesting.
What about the sword? Ask about the sword.
Yeah, the sword.
Oh, yes, the sword. Sword of Onyx.
I told you before, the thing with the cosmic stuff is all fable. It's all made up. People need to move past it, realize that the gods set in motion what they wanted to, and the people that are worshipping that falsity,
You'd be surprised.
I do
it's
know.
just blasphemy.
Can I
I-
sense if he's lying?
You can make an insight check.
I do know that for certain that is real. I've seen it. I've held it. I know that it is real.
The blade might be real. I'm not debating that. I'm talking you. So what I will say with an insight check like that. What I will say with an insight check like that is that, at the very least, he seems more annoyed at the question, like it's beneath him, but doesn't seem to be giving any
I didn't.
falsity. No, he asked the
It is
question, and
question.
you asked whether or
Oh, I
not.
thought I mean-
You're,
I just
pegging,
asked
you're
smart-
pegging his reaction like
Smart person
Yeah.
who knows things. If he knows some
Of
things.
course, there are beings below that use their weapons like the toothpicks they are, and they strike each other, and they strike fear into each other's hearts with weaponry that they should not wield. Of course, the blade itself is real. I'm telling you, the purpose of the blade is not.
So this weapon, I operate the staff. This should be dropped into a fire.
Molten lava, the ocean, take your pick. You can leave it in the other cursed object and leave the other cursed object where you are going to drop the staff. I mean, whichever you'd like to do. Now it's gone. This is great. There's only one cursed object within my fight now.
Yes. I'll put the other one away.
Put the bag in the bag.
I'm not playing a character, so I'm not going to tell you what to
Fucking
do.
Russian nesting doll.
You are
here.
still missed, so he hasn't acknowledged you at this time. You're still a cloud. You cannot be a cloud if you want to. Over the course of a minute, you can become you again. But right now, you're just a cloud, observing this conversation, this awkward tension conversation.
Do you know where the sword is?
He just said he just said that cosmic things don't matter to him.
Yeah, but he does say that it
Right,
exists.
I don't care about the cosmic things. I care if the sword.
He said the sword exists, it just doesn't do what
And
they
where
say
is
So
it does.
you.
Oh.
So
So you might know where it is.
You're missed.
You merely.
I was, yes.
Yeah. So you.
But his character would know that.
You're missed.
So the sword is just concerned beneath you, and it's not something that you concern yourself with.
Just apparate my head.
I think that the sword. Yeah.
He said that it's there.
Yeah. I'm not actually bothered by that.
I know, I was just...
The sword itself, frankly, of course it's a powerful sword. Of course beings like yourself are going to seek it out. The problem that I have with that sword is that if someone would like to kill me with that sword, they would. That's my issue. That's why I don't like it. That's why I will not track it. Of course I would not tell you where that sword is.
Oh, so it's
So you
it can,
want-
you can be harmed by it,
Any dragon could.
but like then okay.
So
Sorry.
Wouldn't you want that sword in the hands of somebody who wouldn't want to hurt a good dragon?
I
like
would want it
yourself?
same as I want that cursed thing.
Destroyed. Outside.
You've now, just so we're clear, talked about 3 cursed objects.
We mean you.
Oh dear.
No harm with these cursed objects.
That's true.
I established that by the fact that you put one into the other and hopefully it stays there. But it's on you, as long as it will leave this castle without gracing my presence for too much longer, it's not an issue. But you're talking about 3 cursed objects, one that would and could destroy me. So, no, I don't know where it is, and no, I would not tell you if I did.
Fuck.
Okay,
Alright,
that's
fine.
fair enough.
No, yeah, that's fair. Oh,
Well,
why
if we do find it, we'll use it to kill that other dragon. The
My
dark
cousin,
one.
Margizo.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and then we'll destroy it.
My family member. To retrieve our fair maiden.
Now, you get the sense that this is like Thor when he talks about Loki, where it's just like, yeah, it's my cousin. It's fine.
Yeah.
He's adopted.
He's
Thor when he
he's
talks
adopted.
about literally any of his family members.
Except his mom.
Except his mom.
Yes.
We
Sounds
will be
wrong.
back to look at the stars, because that sounds primo.
Are you gonna be missed when you come once more?
Probably, I don't know.
Probably.
how
I don't
if
think we're going to be able to
wasn't
walk up as people.
Yeah, that's probably how we're gonna be able to get it.
missed. I mean, unless
There are pathways up into. I mean, people don't usually find it because I closed them. It's quite
Right.
ironic. I mean, people come my way and I just shut the door behind them.
Right.
Oh,
They
wow.
die inside.
Christ. Nice.
Missed!
Over the course of a minute.
My mind is like, then why have the pathways if you're gonna just close them when people use them? Just close the pathways.
It's like, and with that, maybe
Oh,
we
thanks
should.
for
You're getting the sense that this guy has been up here too long. He is detached from everything below,
No doubt.
and he treats it like it's a toy.
Well, thanks for your time.
Yes, I do appreciate it.
We'll see you later. Maybe.
Sorry.
Okay.
So we're not seeing.
Oh,
Oh,
give us the quick tour. Yes.
The door will close right behind you. Come.
Oh, you start with that.
And as he says that, he laughs, and he isn't next to you anymore, and is
Fuck.
standing right at his doorway.
So,
And
are
walking
we
down
going to
the
be able
stairs.
to leave the castle?
If you want to. He just walks
This
his
feels
down.
funny. This feels funny.
I trust him wholeheartedly.
You trust me? Oh shit! Roll characters. I'm gonna start out. Can I be in my mist form while we're touring?
If you'd like. I mean,
Yes.
this can't pass through stone, but it's fine.
Mist.
He knows I'm kidding, right? I wouldn't do that.
Honestly.
I'm
So-
very matter of fact.
Yeah. So,
He's a good dragon.
he begins to descend these stairs, and it's.
Is everyone going?
Mm,
Going.
we ride.
Who's going?
Why not?
good thing I prepped the library.
Oh shit! We have to make it to the library tonight, folks.
No, we're good.
Okay.
I have this too.
I'm going.
I didn't just
but
put a
I'm
willy-nilly
not missed.
fortress of a dragon up there. It's been up there.
Yeah, I'm going, but I'm not missed.
Okay.
So.
I will,
So you catch up behind him.
if I see them going deep and dark into the castle, I will go
Yeah.
in.
I'll
Okay.
operate the blackbird. As
I'm
well.
still
Who
missed.
is all
With the
going?
party.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You going?
5.
Yes, we got it.
Got everybody.
God.
Don't
TPK, let's
split the
go.
party. Let's go.
I
At least
mean,
you'll all get trapped in the castle. So
I'll
you
be
guys,
for a
Like all or
while.
nothing.
so you guys are
Better
going
there than
down.
down there when all this
Now,
shit goes down.
those of you that are walking,
Mhm.
and walking, and walking down this spiral staircase that goes all the way down this humongous spire. Those of you that are missed are just cruising. It's hunky dory. You can cruise past him if you would choose to,
No.
but
No,
That's rude.
no, he's the guest. He's the owner.
He's
We're the
the
guests. We go
after-
first.
about 45 minutes of a stroll straight down through this winding staircase,
Up and
which,
down.
by the way, the whole time through, you can see through the crystal and you can still see out. You're essentially like, it looks like one of those very, very fancy elevators, but it's stairs. You guys continue down this crystal until eventually it breaks and you can see below that the light becomes like this hue of purple and light blue because of all the crystals that it's refracting through. And you see it break into the top of the crystalline pass. And you can actually see the ice below in some instances of the pass itself. You cannot see where Tish was and where you came from. You cannot see the entrance or the exit by which you exited Crystalline Pass. And the first thing that you also see is a gargantuan figure of the size of another dragon. Presumably his mate. The ancient crystal dragon.
Is that 7?
God.
Yeah, counting the
Ancient what
the
dragon?
ancient crystal dragon
Nice.
that he has been with for quite some time.
So
He continues forward, and he says, as he's like gesturing to different crystal things, he's like, "I've just made furniture and things. I have the treasures that I've been given by people that come here for the stars, and I have my lovely wife." And gestures to
The gigantic.
the dragon, who's you can see through essentially like 3 or 4 walls. It looks like of crystal, who at this time is laying atop a mount of. It looks like gemstone mixed with crystal, mixed with. It's a mound of treasure. Most of it is extremely lucrative gems, and the if not for the jarring like discordant light, you would guess that this is in millions of gold. These dragons have been here over millennia, it seems.
Jesus.
And as you guys reach the bottom staircase, he says, "So, this is the place. It's more to see up than down, and I like to see up. But
Oh yeah,
Alright.
I get it now.
what would you? I mean, I can food. Is that what you do? I guess I don't.
We're doing.
It's very nice in here.
This is very nice in here.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's quite lovely. It's the greatest part, I would say. And he wanders over to what looks like a fountain, and he just gestures down into it. Is I can see the whole pass, every being within this pool. It's great. And if you gaze into it, it's just silver pool. There's like it looks like melted silver in a basin. You don't know what the hell he's talking about. It just looks like liquid silver.
You can? Can I see?
Can't you?
I'll
No.
touch the fountain and try and.
As you begin to like gesture your hand, he goes.
Oh.
You don't have to touch to
Oh,
see.
okay,
do
I
you?
won't. I'm gonna think really hard.
You're
Little
seeing a
babe
pool.
pop
You
out.
see a pool of silver. It's just melted silver. There's nothing in it.
I must not be able to manipulate this pool.
There's a lot of silver people in the past.
Huh?
So you can see people in the past.
That one
on-
there, you can't see.
No,
No.
cannot.
No,
Maybe
no,
it's
no.
because you're
This
a
one?
dragon. Nope.
Them. This whole.
See nothing, right? You see it's silver.
I'm gonna ritually. May I cast a spell? I'm gonna ritually cast detect magic. No, I'm gonna ritually cast. I'm just gonna cast identify straight out
Sure.
on
So
the pensive whatever it is.
So it is,
gold.
of course, magical, and this is his clairvoyant circle. He can see. Can see through this fountain. He also, through this, can see the stars as he so chooses at different constellations. It serves as a telescope going up and a telescope going down.
Cool.
He also has the ability to know and track every being within his lair at all times through this pool.
Wow.
Presumably, she could as well.
Is she paying any attention to the physical people in the room?
She seems.
Or is she just not
So
bothered?
to describe a ancient dragon,
Because
an
I'm
ancient
just
crystal
fucking
dragon,
huge.
is a. It looks like the T-Rex head from Jurassic Park, but it's a very, very long neck, and there are floating shards of crystal around the neck that go down as a spine. And let me see if I can go back to the image. The wings are massive, like finger-like tendrils that or not tendrils, but finger-like spines that go out from. It looks like an arm that goes out this way, and then fingers that are holding the wing, and it's a big, decent web. There's almost like a rooster beard of crystals below, and there's it looks like they've got a giant Adam's apple below their mouth as well. There's a nice horn that goes to the top of the nose, and the legs look more like a drake than a dragon, where they are very angular and bulldog-like. And she seems to be you can't tell if she's making crystals or shaping them, or she seems busy with making something look prettier atop her hoard. And it's funny that as you're beginning to watch her, it's ironic that she's collecting treasure because, as far as you can tell, she's making it out of nothing repeatedly.
Neat. There's a feedback loop.
Yeah.
Huh, this is cool. I'll explain the clairvoyance thing to everybody. But this is a thing. You can see people. We cannot.
So
You can't.
Nope.
Nah.
This must be special
You
to you. and
truly
your
are
kind.
like ants, aren't you?
Yeah, we do our best.
Best.
Maybe not as useless. I suppose we'll see. If you kill my cousin, ants couldn't do that.
I'm nothing like my aunt.
I feel maybe you're either joking with me or you're as dull as the ants that I'm describing. I'm not sure.
This one's more simple-minded. Right? I pay him no mind.
I mean the insects, child. Ants.
Oh, yes.
They scurry in a line, they're very organized, and they don't do a lot for the world. But they
Oh,
do a
I
lot
know
for themselves
ants.
and their queens, I guess. That's why I say you guys are like ants. I mean, probably serving some queen, probably moving from something from A to B, probably not even feeding really yourself and taking care of others first. It's nice of you and noble.
No. I am not taking care of others first. I'm numero uno.
Would you like some bread?
You have some.
Used to. Do you have bread?
No.
Okay. Just check.
Oh, I'm not offering him bread. I'm looking at him.
You have bread?
No.
Oh. The message just goes, wee.
You're so tall, though.
It gets up there.
You're tall too.
We're
What
six
other
pack
cool
tall
stuff
boys.
you got? This is pretty cool. I want one of these in my house when I grow up.
But you can't see through it.
Maybe
Why
I'll
would
make
you
one
want
that I
one
can
if you
see
can't
through.
even see?
Well, maybe I'll make one that I can see through. Because you're a dragon. I am.
I am.
not. Yeah.
Very astute.
I am a.
What are we doing? You want to see the rest?
Yeah!
No, we're just taking a look at the
Jeez,
door.
Lord.
Yeah.
Look at
Okay.
the tapestries.
We don't. We don't have them.
We don't have them.
So
It would block the view through
It does.
the clear
It
walls
does.
if
Yeah.
they tapped
it does. So
Think of the aesthetic.
that's really good. So
You just give it to her?
so quite literally,
I'm a
this
little- I'm kinda
Think
wild.
of the aesthetic.
these dragons have made a crystalline palace in the mountain, etched into the mountain itself, that extends down its roots into the crystalline pass. You're taken through a number of different areas that, frankly, after one, they all kind of just look like the same diamond room you were just in. But every time you get into the
all
next
of the
room, he's like,
characters,
"Isn't this
Roxy,
exquisite? This beautiful
all of
room,"
the
and he
characters have
describes
been very
the,
different, yet all
the
of them
different
have
refraction
said
of
the
light
exact same thing.
as slightly different that he can tell and he can see every time.
You're
Yeah.
not wrong.
He's just as excited about the first room as he is the last, and he doesn't seem like he's. Anytime that the dynamic or the conversation shifts to like the real world and not his place, he essentially continuously brushes it off in the same way he had with the ants are cute, they need to stay in their lane. This is wonderful, and he will go back to talking about the stars, and he will go back to talking about the view, and he will go back to talking about. And in this place, I made it so that it looks more magenta. Like he's very proud of the way he refracts light, more so than anything. There are certain times in which the crystal looks like it would be a wall, and it opens as a door, where it just kind of either goes to the side, goes up, goes down, or swings open. And each time, and as you get into every room, and the door closes behind you, you feel that slight bit of panic, like, oh shit, this guy wasn't kidding. But every time, you walk back out.
I mean, he did kind of look at Craig and be like, oh, he does know I'm kidding, right? So,
So, again, you get the sense that this guy is beyond time, and things when you've lived this long. It's whatever, man. You got a sword. You don't have a sword. It's fine. Yeah. So
It's all cool, man.
it's essentially what he's doing. So
I left them there for 40 years.
he-
Doesn't
he-
matter.
he does tell you essentially that the one busy work that he does is that he essentially treats people like they're an ant farm down below, and he takes care of the people that are going through the pass.
Nice. Did you take care of us? Did you see it? You saw us go through your pass,
Yeah, of
like
course.
underneath? Awesome.
I see everyone that goes through my pass. You know that was part of my. That's mine.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
At least you were respectful.
Always respect.
Some aren't, and it closes the crystal.
Then they disappear.
Yeah, you
Nice.
got it.
I've got it!
Anything else you'd like to do here? I mean, I can continue to show you, but frankly, I'm running out of things. This is.
Nah. Show us the front door, my friend.
I told you there's no front door. There's the roots below. You can return to the ant farm that I have.
I think I'd like to go out the top.
Missed.
Missed, boys.
Yeah.
Not gonna walk up.
Thanks for the tour. It was
Should we
fun.
see ourselves out?
Sure.
Or is she gonna...
I'll see you out as well.
Awesome. Let's go.
Is that because you see everything?
I thought you
Oh,
were
damn
dull.
it. He got me.
Oh, you were dull.
Ka-chow. I got ka-chow.
I got kicked out.
Got
It's like, well,
Figured one out.
Thanks for the tour. It was interesting.
Farmer Dan got one.
And then I'll just turn into mist over 1 minute and fly out the top.
Yeah. Yes, thank
You've
you
met-
very much for the tour. It was very nice meeting you.
You've met the other side of the war.
Nice. Let's go, team.
He doesn't like
Oh, I'll bow to
When-
the other dragon.
when there was a severe annoyance and stress with Shauna. There doesn't seem to be any like worry. There seems to be like, of course it's gonna happen. There seems like it's like an all but certain. It's already written in a book somewhere.
Like
that's,
at
it's
worst,
just-
he's
it's
probably like,
done.
"Oh god damn it, they're fighting
If
again."
you live long enough, everything's a pattern.
Kids, can you just shut the hell up already?
Essentially.
So, onward to our horses.
Onward to our horses.
Back inside.
Apparate
I know.
at the edge of the crystalline pass.
Huh?
At the edge of the crystalline pass to get your horse.
I
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
In the shop.
Oh, okay.
Well,
So
I
Tish
see.
is in the
outside
shop
the
right
shop.
now.
Oh.
She's busy being
At
so
war.
yeah. So again, she runs the mine. She's not just in the shop at all times. That's what she does. She takes care of she says that she takes care of everyone from A to B within this mine.
I want to freak somebody out.
Oh, you will.
Oh,
Just not dragons.
Yeah, I wasn't planning to freak out the dragon. Let's see. I assume that's just a normal Tuesday for him. No, he transcends time. That's just
What is
I
it,
think
Tuesday?
what is Tuesday.
yeah.
Um,
So like, are we?
but I don't think we're gonna shock Dragon's sister either.
Hmm.
Is she a dragon? I don't even know if Trish is a dragon.
Figure it out. Oh.
Unless she got the human half of both sides.
Oh, is there
No,
a human
Shauna.
half?
Shauna's full dragon. That's right.
I'm gonna go feed up my water.
Shauna is in fact full dragon. So you guys apparate and freak out some miners.
Yeah.
Not some children, some people that work in a mine.
Are we like in the mine? Where are we?
Because it's not that kind of mine. Um,
Where are we doing this at? I don't think that was.
I mean, it's up to you, really.
I
But
am-
you guys are at the
Town.
edge of the crystalline pass in which you were left your horses.
Oh, okay.
I am.
Still to this day, I don't know why you're getting the horses back at this point. What was that?
I mean, we made
so
the
It's
great.
proud.
It's the principal, damn it.
I
Can't
take a
just
look
leave
back.
him there.
I mean, you could. So,
I look back in the general direction we
I
came.
mean, she
There's
was
no
probably
sign of
gonna
that
take care of
palace
him.
that I can see, right?
Or
no.
resell them.
It's just like you saw before. There's no palace up there as far as you can tell. There's a mountain.
Yeah.
And as when you were in there, you saw that a lot of it is embedded in the mountain. And so
I saw
really
that.
the only way that you would know that that's up there is to do either what you did or actually climb the damn thing.
Yeah.
So there's a damn good reason why nobody knows it's there.
Huh.
You've stumbled across an ancient place with an ancient dragon who has a small family and siblings across the continent who are causing problems that he doesn't seem to care that much about.
Yeah, at best he's just like, really, goddamn, y'all.
The one of the eldest. So, with that, I mean, you could talk to Tish if you'd like to. You just, she's.
I talked to
she's,
Tish, but I'm stuck as a cloud.
That's true. You're gonna be like that for 8 hours. You can't help it.
I don't know what to do.
Felix!
You're missed. Wait, no.
I don't know what that means.
Just do that! Just...
You know what you do when you flex your muscles and you're about to swing your sword? Just do that with all of your muscles at the same time and think, I want to be a person again.
Clack your heels together.
I'm a
Well,
real
I don't
boy.
really have muscles.
Do you think about being a person again?
I will start thinking of being a person again now that someone's told me to do it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll-
and you do so. You become
I'll
a
do that
person
for a
after.
while.
Over the course of a minute, you become solid once more.
Holy shit! What the fuck was that?
So that is what I call cloud zooms.
I'm gonna like
Patent
come
pending.
back and be nauseous.
Yeah,
Just
you
pops
have.
out and just starts projectile off.
No, I'm not gonna vomit. I'm just
I
nauseous.
kinda hate it.
You, as you guys apparate once more after traveling all that way,
think we'll figure
it
it
feels
out.
like you were on a roller coaster where like the G
So where's
forces
the
were like just
journey?
pushing you guys the whole time.
Also, like, we just got to meet a cool friend.
It seems like we'll miss a lot of cool friends if we're not on the road.
Cool friend.
What friends have you made on the road? Shouldn't be
I
in the
haven't had a
sky.
chance. We've only gone to inhospitable places.
We went to this town.
I met plenty of nice people on my way to where we met.
Rowan Basin.
Oh, basically,
Such as.
I was like, I know it's Basin.
Such as.
I met traveling merchants and the like that were walking around, and you know the people in the caravan I was working with were pretty nice. But who was there?
I was
Yeah.
there.
But we can get to places and meet new people there.
I guess. I hated that. All right.
Oh, I think we'll figure it out.
But now we have horses.
Yeah. Now we have places.
Still
We
don't
gotta
know
take
why.
the horses back so that we can sell them back.
Oh, I want to buy some gems. If anyone could sell me gems, even if
They
Tish does
can.
not.
So
We have
Tish,
so many
if you,
gems.
so Tish is doing
need
things, but
specific
she
things
will
that
go
work.
attend to her shop
Yeah.
as she does for merchants. She just has to be told that. So essentially, it's a locked shop that she keeps. That whenever merchants come into town to actually buy crystals, gems, and so on and so forth, she opens it back up, lets them
Got
either
it.
buy or sell their wares. Usually buy because they're bringing them from here and going to there.
Makes sense.
And then she locks it back up, and then they continue on their mining expedition, essentially. So, you flag down Tish, the dwarven woman, with the, I believe, fiery orange hair. If I remember my notes, let me... Unkempt... Yes, I'm good.
You did the thing.
Unkempt wild hair that's orange and matted, and she also has a number of crystals within her hair through the locks.
So that was her dad and her mom that we met.
Maybe.
we don't know that. You can make a guess, but that'd be just that, a guess.
Hi, Trish.
Tish.
Tish.
Oh, you actually came back. No
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I have to give those things back?
Yeah.
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 Damn it. Alright, well. Never had him if I never lost him. So,
Did you grow up on a castle on top of a mountain?
no.
Okay.
I grew here.
What?
This may
Well,
be a weird question.
settle down.
Because I think we met your parents.
Okay.
Are you a dragon?
Yeah.
I knew it! Yeah. I should have rolled well on that.
Reveal your true form!
You serious?
Okay, well, we
Yeah.
met your sister.
Huh!
What? down.
I
She
will
can
not.
do what she wants.
Oh,
It's like it's like because
that was not me threatening her. I'm
No,
just
I
like
know.
autistic
scream at
screeching
your
right
sister
now.
Shauna.
I'm telling you
that's
not
right, yeah,
to pressure her.
Got it.
I'm still to this day surprised that you all actually
The
made it
thought
there, let
bubble,
alone
autistic
made it back.
screeching.
We did.
Yeah.
It could have gone better.
Made it back a lot easier than
Your
queasier.
sister's
Yeah,
Son
definitely
died.
queasier.
Yeah.
Two.
but a lot easier.
I'm sorry, wait,
Your
she had a
sister's-
child?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's dead now, though. So
Had a child.
He was a hero.
he died here.
He was a hero.
Was a hero.
That's
killed
good
the
to
dragon,
know.
and he
I
helped
didn't
us.
know that. That's wild. You want your horses back? Because that's a story that, frankly...
Oh yeah, you said we weren't gonna be able to get back here for the horses. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah, do it. And here we are. I want you to say,
I already...
You were
I
right.
said already, this is amazing. I didn't
Yes!
expect you guys to be back, frankly. I mean, again, you went to a place that nobody even goes and actually came back. It's cool.
+1 respect.
Your horses are being worked. I mean, they're out in the fields. They're picking up the traps and laying new traps with the
The
riders.
horses.
But we can we can get you the horses. And she begins to walk her way out of the mine.
Horses? I thought you guys didn't want to travel like commoners.
But we're gonna sell them.
Oh no, we're gonna bring the horses back.
It's not like we can do this wispy thing all the time.
I don't know.
We can.
Yeah, but
For 8 hours.
8 hours every day.
8 hours
every day.
Yeah.
But that's only once. What if we need to go somewhere else?
Well, then
We're just
have 8
gonna
hours to
purchase
go.
Then we
horses
have
there?
wait. Then we wait till the next day, and then we do it again for 8 hours.
We also, I guess,
I mean-
have feet that we could use.
This is the equivalent of fast travel in video games.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I never had horses growing up.
It was a really lucky roll.
Working on the farm, we just had to.
Wait, you have
work
a
the
donkey
farm.
or a mule?
Nope, no donkey,
Wait, you
no
just
mule.
carry things to market?
Yeah. No, I
You didn't
have
have
sheep.
a cart or anything?
No.
But that was your first girl.
Well, I had a cart.
Did I say that out loud again? Sorry, I thought that was a thought. It was one of those audible thoughts. My bad.
It's not really.
So yeah, you have your sister had a kid. It's now dead. Died a hero, but your sister's going to war.
There's going to be about one.
I don't know if that's.
I
what
don't
you're
even
doing.
know what that means.
So,
Wars?
Did you
No,
know your
like-
sister's a dragon?
She's not. She's a Goliath. I mean, like, yeah, she's big.
Is the right
What?
person? Check the address.
well, Shauna is a Goliath.
The address.
Check the edge. Yep, that's her.
She was a dragonborn.
No, she's
Oh,
not.
her son was
she
a
is a Goliath.
dragonborn.
Her son was a dragonborn.
But she's actually.
Yeah, so your sister's
Well,
going to war.
well, she's not a
Your
Goliath.
parents
She
are
looks like a
very
Goliath.
nice, by the way.
Okay.
Salt to the earth people.
What? You're
She called
making
your mom
that
crazy
phrase.
assumptions right now.
The elves?
Oh my god, did they not know? Does
Well,
does
she didn't
not
know.
No, I mean,
So,
like,
Were you
Was she-
adopted?
I'm a dwarf that was raised by elves with a Goliath. I would say
what
so.
did your house look like?
It was here.
Here?
Yeah.
What did
Why?
this elf look like? Did he have really shiny eyes?
Yeah, and wild hair.
Wild hair?
Haven't
They're
seen him in
dragons.
years. They're elves.
They're.
Like you can never make
Can we
fun
do
of us
this
again.
thing again? I need to crack somebody's reality right fuck now.
It's not that big of a deal.
Oh my god, I'm literally dying.
Maybe you should go visit your sis.
Okay.
Everybody's families look different, and we should respect that.
Felix.
Okay.
I think your
far
phone's about
too
to attack a
progressive.
mouse over there, Felix. You should save it. So, anyways, you grew up in a family of dragons.
I grew
You
up.
had no idea.
Okay.
I grew up poor with elves and a Goliath.
Okay, so
I don't think you grew up poor.
these elves, we just met them. His name is
Where?
On the top of a mountain.
Durai.
That wasn't. My...
What's your father's name?
Papa. Sorry, too much Stranger Things. Hello, Papa. His name was Vecna.
Xander Quartzmark.
His name is Quartzmark. Come on. It's like a bad James Bond villain.
And he had really shiny eyes.
I mean, they were
Did Mom have
beautiful, yes.
shiny eyes?
I never really saw her very much, but when she was around, she would just make the food and leave.
Alright, we should probably get on the road with these horses.
They're here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The horses are your
You
parents.
should probably go see your sister.
You should probably go see your parents.
No,
I don't
she
know.
can't climb up there because he's on the top of Mount fucking Everest. And there's no front door.
I bet if she knocked, they would open the door for her.
And then close the door behind her and let her sit there, probably.
Right, before we go,
He didn't exactly seem
Mind if I
the
buy-
paternal type.
before we go, right, do you mind if I buy something from you?
He is interested in ants.
Yeah, like a diamond about
She's
50 gold pieces.
ant.
Why did we walk all this way for the horses if you just... Fine, get your horses, we'll get the diamonds, let's do it.
I'm doing this, he'll do that.
Alright, cool. The horses are there, and he
They'll
gestures
get them.
to the people that are...
Yeah,
you see
go get the
that
horses
they have...
and stop being rude.
You see,
I'd
the
also like to buy
you see
things.
a handful of people that have the horses. That the horses have a small cart behind them, and they have different animal traps that they are catching and loosing animals in. Some of the animals are captured, and some of the cages are empty, and they're replacing the cages with their.
We will unhook these carts while they're working and just unhook them and just walk away with the horses.
Fucking rude.
She said, "Get the horses." I'm getting the horses.
You guys can go back and get the.
This is people labor.
So
You don't need animals for this.
for all the sale
I feel so
of
bad
her.
for you.
Amazing.
So for all the sales of her crystals and gems and diamonds and everything like that, they're all a 10% difference. So are you buying 100?
It's a 50 gold diamond.
50, so it's a 45 gold diamond.
And
Okay.
not
But
even
it is a
in-
50 gold
not
diamond
even
that
So
she
it's
sells
so-
for 45.
So I'm buying it for 45, but it'll work for chromatic orb.
Correct.
What I need.
Is it consumed?
No, it's
Did your
not.
parents sell?
Can we
I don't.
sell our
Why
gems to her?
parents
Or she
sell
doesn't
it?
buy gems because
She would buy them, but it's
It'd be a
it
discount.
would be so in the same way that she sells gems for a little less, she would also buy the gem for a little less. She's in the raw gem business. She's not in
That's
the
not real.
like buying, refining, and
for
selling.
jewelry, right.
She would have to buy it from you and then resell it back to someone else.
Sometimes, like, my dad would help with the field when I had to go take trips.
Oh, that's nice.
Finally use that fucking spell.
I'm sorry.
No,
I've
it's,
just been taking care of my
it's all good.
Okay.
Amazing. All right.
I don't think so. No.
What's going on with you two?
I was laughing at that. And I scrolled
That-
my phone and
This side of the table.exe has stopped working.
What?
It's a bad product. Anyway.
As
Is it
you're buying,
like-
are you the
All
only,
families
is
are
anybody
different.
else
It's okay,
with
Dan.
him when he's buying these
What?
gems?
What are
No.
you saying about my family?
I
I'll
think
be-
your
I'll be
family
with
loves
him,
you
but
very
I'm not buying
much.
anything.
Okay. I'm just asking who's in the room because she's
Thank
gonna say
you.
something while you guys are in there.
Felix needs to buy
So
stuff.
I'm.
Yes,
so it'd be
please. I
me,
can go
the
second.
blackbird, yet to be named, and are you with me?
Who else went to go buy
I'm not gonna buy
Me.
gemstones?
Okay.
The four of
I'll
you.
be with you.
So as she unlocks the thing and begins to grab the gems that you're buying off of her, she shuts the door and she says, "Your friends need to keep it quiet. A lot of our secrets need to be kept that way, and it's rash that they would just announce it to everybody."
Ew. I'll pass out.
I'm so fucking sorry. I don't know what to say
Jacob or the NPC?
to the empty.
That's the first time Felix ever swore.
I just,
Hey,
my jaw is on the floor.
they've,
They have no manners. I don't know how they were raised.
they've seen quite a lot in the past few days. They just.
Clearly, and they should keep it to themselves.
We'll do our best.
Here's your gem. Thank you for the gold.
Thank you.
Take your horses, make like a horse, and get the fuck out of here. Thank you. She opens the door back up and goes back to her calm demeanor that she always was. You saw a very quick and very swift cold side of her that clearly was like,
Yeah.
we're done with that.
Yeah.
Thanks. Have a great day.
Because you guys were like, by the way, there's dragons on the mountain. And she's like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Don't know what you're talking about. Still don't know what you're talking about.
Rude. I'm gonna spend some money on some minerals.
Okay.
So before I got about 10 gold pieces of lapis. Now that I have money, I'd like to buy more.
No.
So I would like to buy 10 gold pieces worth of. I want some malachite.
Okay.
I want some manganese, some cinnabar, big old chunk of lead.
She does not have a chunk of lead.
That's okay.
Okay.
I mean, you can be. Sometimes it's mined. I don't know what she's got.
She does not have that in this.
Does she have any ochre? Or it's an iron ore that's colored?
No, she would have
trying to
that.
make a bomb?
No.
Yeah,
no,
she would
and
have
you're
that.
not there.
You also wouldn't know what makes a bomb.
Okay, so that's
That's why I'm asking!
1, 2,
Fair enough.
3. No lead. And I'll get a couple colors of ore. So I'll do about 60 gold pieces worth of chunks of rocks.
Okay. Your bag gets smaller and then immediately gets bigger
Yes.
as you purchase a slew of different minerals, rocks, and ores.
I sure am.
And your bag got smaller, got very light, and then got way much more heavy.
Yep. That's alright. It's for a good cause.
And with that,
You're trying to name your bird, and I'm like, I'll take
So-
some of this. Oh, that piece looks good.
On the way out of town, did you have anything left?
I was thinking of something, but
she'll buy the horses off you guys. By the way, if that's the issue, she'll use them.
I assumed
horses.
that was the issue.
I know what you're buying.
I don't know if you guys are trying to keep the horses or not.
No, I'm interested in if we want to sell the horses.
She'll buy them for the same thing I always do with my NPCs of half price. You have 4 horses, so she'll give you 100 gold.
Cool.
Sure.
I mean, they basically, when we borrowed the horses, quote unquote, they basically wrote off like, yeah, they're
Hopefully
not coming
the
back.
next-
They
Like,
sold
that's
you
better
guys the horses.
souvenir
They did not
shopping.
lend you guys the horses. So
Yeah.
you had
Yeah.
gotten 4 draft
The
horses for
souvenirs.
50 gold apiece. And as with every item, and a horse in this game is an item.
Yeah.
Come on. As with
They're
all
not
items and
expecting them
NPCs, as with all items and NPCs, they're always sold for player's handbook price and bought back for half. So,
Okay. I'm trying to remember how many of those horses I bought.
I'm there with the
I think it was
She has
pretty much
sapphire.
50-50
Yeah, I think
split
it's the
between
two of us,
players.
so yeah.
It's
Split
not
the gold
very
that way.
big, it's like small
So
ones.
that was
So
much.
I
60.
would
Yeah,
you
something
split
like
50?
that would
it really depends on how. So she has essentially different boxes that are different sizes that are different prices. So you can basically
Something
take your
that
pick.
might like
I still have
in the ring,
plenty.
maybe
She has quite a few, yeah.
buy
So-
something like that.
Yeah, I mean, again, for something that fits in a ring, it probably would be a gold.
Like a golden thing.
Singular gold.
Grab one. Or something.
So you cast that spell earlier that helped you figure out how that thing
Well,
was
ring her like a
magic, right?
small
Yes.
piece
Could
of
that
necklace.
theory also help figure out how something is cursed?
According to DM rules, I don't think so, right?
Correct.
If it's cursed, I only figure out the properties. He's ruling in this game that curses are DMs, or like how I found out it's cursed from the dragon.
I will tell you, if you cast Identify on a cursed item, that it is a cursed item. I will not tell you what the curse is.
Okay.
Ba-dam-bam.
That comes if you attune to it or otherwise use it.
So also,
The only exception to the magical item rule is your necklace does not work with Identify. Just
Yep.
doesn't.
So Great Restoration removes one curse, including the
I want
target's
this, let me
attunement to a
save this
cursed
picture.
magic item, but that magic item would still remain cursed.
The item itself would remain. So if
There's
somebody
so much-
attunes
I
to
like
a
the
cursed item
closet
and you
for
cast
eggs.
Greater Restoration, they
I
would
like
no
the
longer be
eggs.
attuned to that item. You could have
Bonus
figured out what that curse gives you, and then you could get rid of it.
Okay. Correct. He hasn't
There's-
attuned to the
there's
bag
so
because,
much
as far as we know,
It's
you
not
I
an
like that he
attunable
also
object.
puts them on the shelf.
And
So the curse is just going to exist when we just.
no idea what it is.
We're really gonna have to take a screenshot of this? That's so rude.
I know, right?
And for all intents and purposes, all you've seen is that it's a slightly small. It's a satchel of holding rather than a bag of holding. So
But now we know it's cursed. I don't
Is there a
know
way
what
to
that
find
entails.
out? Like a cleric or a...
nope.
That's why I'm not putting anything like valuable in it. I'm keeping the gold in my pocket.
In me pocket.
In my pocket.
But my hodgepodge bear spider tent is in there.
We haven't yet taken a
Fair.
break.
Yeah.
If you'd like to do that now, we can. and then have like a
Take 10.
an hour or so, 45 minutes or so for the end session.
Sounds good.
Yeah, let's
Break
take
till
10
10?
minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's take 10 minutes. Get back at 10 o'clock. All right, everyone. We'll be right back.
It's just they're known for 2 games this year. They'll be the Montgomery Kimchi.
Fuck yeah, Montgomery
Biscuits hat?
Kimchi.
I want a
good
cute
call.
biscuit hat.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, Kimchi. I love that character in Chowder.
So,
Yeah, he's just a part cloud.
Yeah.
we're back in the universe of Rud Teljes and the continent of Tony. Is that the biscuit?
Shut the fuck up. That's not the actual.
Mickey Mouse hands,
I
but
guess-
no
yeah.
arms.
He showed you this.
I don't
Okay,
want a hat anymore. I don't want a hat anymore.
So,
Sorry.
so it's all good. You guys have reacquired your horses, only to sell them back to her, which is awkward because you guys took away the horses, rode them back, traded them for the money, rode them back, and gave the people back their horses, and
That's
they strapped them back up to the cart by which you took them off of.
That's human labor. Quit lollygagging.
What would you like to do now?
Oh my god.
What are we doing?
Well, so we were gonna go fly up. Where are we gonna go?
I still don't know.
Drago.
Menso?
Meso.
Library.
Yeah.
It's still a wild plan to me, but okay.
How long have
That's
we
a good
been
one.
gas?
Very tarot.
Are able to be gas. I guess.
We're able to be gas for 8 hours.
And how fast is travel?
Do we know of anywhere
100
else we
feet
could
a
get
second.
information?
60
You
miles
do,
an hour.
Yes. I've told you guys. You guys know about the keeper. He's just terrified of the keeper.
No, no.
He
Maybe
knows about
other
the keeper.
libraries.
I know about him. I don't know if I've said anything about it.
You have.
Okay.
You have.
Oh, if he says something about the keeper, he's a dude who knows shit. I like people. The idea of somebody who knows shit.
Just because he knows shit doesn't mean he would tell us anything. A. B. If he were to tell us anything, at what cost would it cost to get that information? He doesn't work for free, and he's not a good or bad person necessarily. It's just he works. He does what he does for things, more information, or items, or money, or whatever he sees as
Well,
valuable.
good thing we just found some money.
This is nothing. In a person for a
We'll
person
see.
that works in a world-round network of information, 500 gold is not going to get us what we want.
50
Yeah.
gold might.
He's going to have
Going in
us
the wrong direction, mate.
killed, specifically me.
Well,
So I don't think we should go there.
He does
maybe
not
you
like
should have
that
listened to
you're
my
the hero
speech this
of
morning,
the
damn
land.
it.
What did you say?
Maybe you should have listened to my speech this morning, damn it.
You exactly repeated it.
Why is he gonna kill you in particular?
I mean,
Yeah.
just lots of stuff going on.
I thought you were like a hero born in a church or something.
Yeah, and I mean, heroes get villains, and
That's
very
true.
powerful
That's
villains.
true.
Oh, you
I still think we should talk to this guy because the worst thing he can say is no, right?
Do we even know where he is?
And kill us. Or sell us.
Oh, keeper.
Why would
You know.
Or
he's-
sell information about us.
You were made aware that he is in Rowan. Or, I shouldn't say he. The keeper is in Rowan Basin somewhere. Where within Rowan Basin you not certain.
It should be a last resort.
It can be found, but
I mean, our other option is reading books, and that's just never gonna work.
I just think that plan is wild because you're going to the place that the dragon that stole the girl that you're trying to save
it's like
is from. So to me, it's like, all right, well, you're going to go save the girl then. Like that's you're like,
I mean,
we're
probably.
You know what I mean?
trying to find out
I mean, that's.
where holding the sword are so that we can kill the dragon.
I don't know. It sounds like that sword's a bad deal.
No, I've known him.
To the dragon, the
sword?
sword was
Yeah.
a bad deal. To the dragon, the sword's a bad deal.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
a bad
his
deal to the
perception
dragon.
of what's good and bad is very
Yeah,
like,
he's like, oh,
his timeline is like, whoa.
Yeah.
Our timeline is like,
this thing can fuck me up,
Yeah.
therefore it is bad.
But like, if we're looking like this, us using the sword is like a good thing because we are looking this small.
Mhm.
But he's seen the sword used hundreds of thousands of times, so maybe there's a different ratio there.
Well,
it's cursed.
Okay, so hold on. What if his idea of curse is just things that can kill him?
so the bag could kill him.
I don't know. That seems kind of petty. He didn't seem petty to me.
Well, it's not petty, it's just big. Because if you think that you are so big that the world is ants,
It's just big.
then
2022.
things that can kill you, they must be cursed. Because they're not of this world.
Like, how can this staff?
I don't know about that.
Oh, yeah.
He's raising
I don't
fucking dead with it.
Well,
Wait, is
yeah.
that hat legit? Sorry, squirrel.
Yes, it is.
That
But
cat legit-
If
That's
okay,
dirty.
but if he's lived for this long, are we like riding down the road talking about this?
You
I mean,
sold
we
your
have
horses.
horses.
so
We
you
sold
know.
our horses.
Cool.
You're walking. You're at least walking in the direction of Rowan Basin, which either way, if you're misting your way all the way to Dracnomenso or not, is that direction.
Cool. So like, if his timeline is this big and he's scared of a little tiny sword,
It's a pretty big sword.
my thing is I want to keep the things that can hurt me close to me. Like keep your friends close, your enemies closer.
That's a really good saying. You should keep that.
I should write that one down. Then I would, if I were him, I would get the sword, put it in a crystal, and many layers of crystal, and then bury that bitch in the mountain somewhere.
Maybe he tried that. And it
Maybe
didn't
it's
work.
really, really good at killing dragons. And he
Maybe.
just doesn't want anywhere near him.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like
In fact, I do
is
know
the
that
library
it-
public? Like the library is like it's in like a city.
And in fact, I do know that it is at least
So
pretty
it's
you
in a
obviously
city.
know where it is.
It's in a city, and certain segments of the library cannot be. You can't go. So it's a massive library, and it's like a very, very famous library to where yes, everyone can get in and see it. However, no, not everybody can get into everywhere. There is a magocracy there that you study there. So in order to go to certain places, you have to be able to be in the school. In order to go to some other places, which are the ancient history and the religious texts, you have to be in the specific clergies that are approved in that area. There are certain areas of certain libraries of certain, like, when I say Lenkep is the largest library in the world, I'm talking like it is libraries within libraries within libraries.
Cool.
So yes, everyone can go there and like check out the majority of the books.
Yeah.
But there are certain sections of this library, of this massive, massive library that average
Just
kin
access.
cannot just walk
Yeah.
around in.
Okay, so if we go to this library, we can maybe do a little research if we can find anything on the sword.
Well, I know about the sword.
Okay.
What do you need to know about the sword?
Okay, then why are we going to the library?
So where is it?
That's where the
I-
dragon was
I
last
have
seen.
no idea where the sword is.
Where's
That's
that?
that's what I'm trying to find. Like, I know who knows where the sword is.
Where is he?
And like,
That's
didn't
what I'm
this
trying to find
dragon
out.
have like a cult? You think that might be a problem at this library?
Maybe. But again, the dragon doesn't
You
know who
are
we
aware that in the East, they are the people that the people of the West will say that are betrayers to the gods. They don't worship the true gods. They worship this cosmic dragon, and the dragon you just heard the other dragon say is blasphemous and should not be trusted and is a bad thing, and needs to be left alone. So that is all very, very ancient history, and that's just that guy's opinion. But that's also the opinion of basically everybody in the React Consortium. So to the east, is it a cult or a religion? What's the line?
Cult. I say cult.
Sure.
Yeah.
I stick by my word.
It depends on
choice.
whether or not you're right, right? My guys.
Yes, I'm right.
Just because you're correct doesn't mean you're right.
I worship the real gods. Sorry.
Fair enough. Did you pick one, or did you worship the pantheon?
I worship the pantheon, but specifically focusing on the one of the now. Who I did write down in one of these.
It's all good. You don't have to.
Let's go.
I think that's Somata.
Some-
I was just curious.
Yeah, the head of the pantheon is the one I focus on. But yeah, I just worship the pantheon.
Let's go on you.
I go to the Church of the Knights.
Yeah,
Come
Somata.
on.
Somata is the first god and the god of now.
Somata.
Well,
His domain is both extremely elaborate and extremely specific at the same time.
it's like
I like living in the moment.
And that is why Great is not fantastic.
So, are we going to Rowan Basin and trying to find this keeper guy who knows things?
That's a bad
Because
idea.
I think the other alternative idea of going way out there, which we could check out Holg's old place, see if there's any clues lying around there as well.
Let's
But
do that.
I have it written down.
I like that idea. Like we go Hulk's place, check out, see if there's anything. But I really think we should go to. I don't know. I just feel like a library is a good next step. Just information. You know what I mean?
Yeah, same.
And also information about where
Where's
somebody
Holt's
is.
house?
He's got a house in Draco Mensa.
Okay.
And that's where the library
That's
is?
where the library is.
Yes.
So,
See,
2 birds, 1 stone.
that sounds like the best plan to me.
I'm slowly turning into mist.
Hold on. Easy there,
For what
We
it's worth,
notice when it's at your waist.
so for what it's worth, you will not be able to make it all the way to Drecomenso in the casting of this spell. You'll make it somewhere between Lowlands and Enderdrag.
Cool.
We could also just because we won't be able to make it there, I don't
Believe so.
think. We could
Pretty
also
sure.
just go to Rowan Basin, spend the
no,
day
he's outside.
there,
I just heard
find out what the hell is going on,
Yeah.
maybe find out where Hulk is, and then we go there and
Hmm.
tomorrow.
We still.
As opposed to bouncing all around the fucking world.
Shit. I like that idea.
That's still
Adam, why do you object? Sorry. Fuck, Zadius. My bad.
Zaddy
Who the
Daddy.
fuck is that?
So, Zaddy, why do you object?
No, it's just a terrible idea.
Elaborate.
You can't elaborate.
The keeper is not someone we should be interfering with or messing with
We're
or
not
putting in our orbit at all.
We're just looking for information.
All the keeper exists to provide information.
You act like we're just gonna walk up to some guy on the street and be like, "Hey, where's Hogue? A magic dragon-killing sword
No, just
and
where's Hogue?
the dragon."
Just where's Hulk? Not sword, not
A
dragon.
guy
just Hulk.
who was a famous adventurer who had the dragon sword,
He
who
did
also
the
went
dragon
missing
sword. Might not
for the
know
last.
that.
He was also
He's
sent
literally
to
known
two
as the keeper,
separate
and he knows all knowledge across the
countries to
clan.
go to prison.
Hulk never had the sword.
I'm sorry, what?
You literally said he had the sword.
Said he had the
No,
sword.
Hulk knows where the sword is.
Oh my god!
It's my uncle's sword.
So let's go see your uncle.
Oh, he's bye-bye.
He's dead?
Was he buried with it?
No, he lost his mind.
How the fuck is he a farmer?
I'm so confused right now.
So, my uncle was an adventurer. He
Back
was
to the beginning.
So, he was adventuring for years and years.
Okay.
Part of the Iron Five, they're all out there. It's a big thing. Y'all know this. Everybody knows this.
Do I know about the Iron Five?
Do I?
With your innate history, Chuck. yes.
Sweet.
I mean, they are more established than you guys for sure, but they are. I mean, you can hear the good or the bad for which side of history that is telling it for adventuring parties passing through town. Same as you guys, if you guys go places and do things, some people will like you, some people won't. So
They killed some bad
yeah,
dragons.
in the history
they did some
history
things.
books, the Iron Five, and maybe in the future the Tall Boys.
Don't use
The Tall Boys.
Don't say that.
Oh, no.
There's 6-pack of them.
6-pack
Tall
boy.
I mean,
I'm
it's better
sorry.
than ours.
I have it
At least
burned
more
in my brain
descriptive
from
of us.
What was the last name?
Manly's a bitch.
Oh man, he's a bitch.
At least this one's about us.
I miss Manly's a bitch.
Yeah. So yeah,
We
it's
should
been
not
around
involve
for
the keeper.
years. And then a few years ago,
You've led us on an entire huge goose chase.
And now you want to follow his plan again.
So no, so my uncle had this moment of clarity. He told me, "Hey, so Taylor's still alive. Gotta find Taylor and gotta find Hold to get Onyx to take care of Taylor. But now we need to find Hold, get Onyx to take care of this dragon."
While he's going on about this, Cray's just sitting down in the back of his spellbook and doing something. You know exactly what it is. yet.
Fuck. Okay.
So this is just straight Charlie out of It's Always Sunny. Here's the fucking map.
I know.
Felix is having a big, like, have I made the right choice? Maybe I should have just stayed at
So we are not going to see the keeper.
That sounds like a bad idea.
That sounds like the best idea to me.
Okay, so what is?
What is
I
what?
don't
You're
even
playing
know
a
what the
dangerous
But
next
we
game.
know we
step
can
should
kill
be.
dragons without this stupid curse sword.
But this is
So,
a really
this
big
is-
dragon.
So that dragon is a lot more fuck off than that dragon.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but We could just work and get stronger.
What's a better way to work and get started than go on a quest to find a powerful magic item?
Let's go find your uncle's
I
house.
don't know.
And then find the library and do research.
This feels like very your agenda right now.
Yeah.
I am being fully
I agree.
transparent. It
Around the
is.
blackbird's head, just to
But hey,
something.
it gets us to where we need to be.
Like, the keeper is the kind of person that does jobs with the people that took the daughter.
He also
you
does
want-
jobs these good people.
Sure, but you never know who's going to pay the most for the information, like where we are or when we're there.
If people are paying
or-
to know where we are, then we've made it.
I mean, we just killed a dragon's son.
I don't know. I heard dragons abandon their children, so I'm kind of confused about that whole thing.
Yeah, no,
Well,
I don't,
and
I
we
don't
just
think
saw a
anyone-
dragon who just declared war because hers died. So I don't think you can say that that's accurate either.
Well, he wasn't a dragon. I don't know.
No, evil dragons don't care about their kids.
We're
She
making a
even
lot of
said-
assumptions.
Oh no, I know about dragons.
I don't believe you
I just
at
know
all.
that I've read
Literally,
books.
negative belief in you right now.
I say in Draconic, you dense motherfucker, I know about dragons.
Now he's spouting gibberish.
I know, now he's speaking Draconic. I don't even know that it's Draconic.
Do you speak Draconic?
No.
He yells at you in a foreign language that does not sound.
I speak back in Infernal. I don't know what you're saying.
It means you dense motherfucker, I know about dragons.
Do you speak infernal too?
No.
Then you
And I just say, where are we going, you goblin?
Everyone's gonna say shit
Well,
in their own language.
In land vehicles, I respond.
Inland.
In attack helicopter.
Stop!
Oh my god.
Alright.
A land vehicle. Yes.
I'm the only
We
one
don't
that has
know.
no say in the matter.
We don't know where we're going either.
Alright,
It
we
sounds
take a
like-
vote. Are we gonna go to the keeper to find out information, or are we gonna go to this library? Keeper, hands up!
Cool.
Book place, hands up!
Book place / Hoag's
There's
house.
like 4 people just standing.
Book
There are
/
there are exactly 4 people that did not vote.
book / Hoag's house.
We need 4 people to make
Yeah.
a decision. And we had 4 people not
You know what?
vote.
I'm gonna vote for the library.
I'm
If
voting for the
only
library.
because that's where the fucking dragon is, so we could at least get information on the dragon, if nothing else.
Dragons don't keep information on how to kill them where they are.
There might be a book about it.
The
That's
last
true.
one we met didn't. Maybe this one does. It's a fucking mountain of
There's
information.
more information in the world than what's my weak point.
So-
like, we can get other information.
As a quick note,
maybe.
the nation to the west, or I'm sorry, to the east of Cursus Imperium, are the ones that worship the dragons, not the ones that want to kill them.
Yeah.
Just as a note. That doesn't mean that there's not books of that nature there, but
It
just
means that
saying,
if we roll up asking about those books, people are going to start asking
I
questions.
wasn't going to ask for books on
And
how to
we're
slay
really bad at answering
giant
questions.
purple dragons. I was just gonna find out information on giant purple dragons in a casual sort of way.
Plus, again, Hoag's house is there and might offer us some clues as to
Well-
where he is.
Well, how about we go to Rowan
Maybe.
Basin
Hasn't
today
he been
because
gone
we.
for 10 years? Wouldn't someone else live in his house now?
I'm sure his house is kept up. He's got people for that.
I don't think so.
I guess if he paid him long enough.
He's got people for that.
He's got
I-
people
I
to
don't
pay
believe
his
you.
people. Because I don't know about you, but if my employer stopped paying me, I would also just fuck off.
Yeah.
Although if it was a
Weird.
place to live. If the house isn't
You know,
going to
I
go
want
to
to have
anybody.
fun time and all,
It's
but I
a
also
nice
need
house.
to eat.
Well, we can't get there anyways today.
Yeah, for sure.
So why don't we just go to Rowan Basin today?
Nope.
Yeah.
Where else are we gonna go today?
On our way to the other
You
place.
really don't want to see the keeper, do you?
It's a terrible idea.
Hey, terrible as ideas have gotten us this far.
And where is that exactly?
Absolutely.
Terrible
nowhere.
ideas. We've
Literally nothing except a son dying and a mother declaring war
yes,
on another dragon.
conflict. We
So
have started a war.
I'm just saying.
Not started. We have ignited. further
There is a
conflict.
distinct
It sounds
possibility.
like the war was gonna happen sooner or later, regardless.
We just pushed up the timeline.
There's a distinct possibility we make things worse by going to the keeper.
There's also a distinct possibility we can make things better.
It's still very.
I'm gonna look at my
I
ring.
I don't know, man.
Your worst
look
case
at my
scenario is that somebody
look at your
pays
ring?
for
Yes,
information on
I
us.
hold the
and
ring
I
in
don't
my
think
hand
we've made it
and I
that
just
far.
stare at it and I ask, "Is this the right choice?" And I say, "Keeper." I'm just looking for like insight, like
Are you magically
like
balling
wishing
this
upon
shit?
the ring.
He is, and I'm trying to determine whether or not it would do anything.
I mean, pull up a digital ball and see what it says.
Don't count on it.
Try
Ask
again
again
later.
later.
Try again later.
That would be the most
just
fitting,
die.
honestly.
Yeah.
It's unclear.
Ask again later.
It's just a busy tone.
Oh no.
They did
What
not
are you
set up
What are
their
you trying to
mailbox.
accomplish?
I'm trying to find guidance because I have no idea what to do. I know to the group. I know where I want to go. I can't say that because I don't know where I want to go. I know where my ambitions lie, and after this weird circle we've been through, after all the cold, weird dragon elves, children who don't know they're children of dragons, a dead dragon. What do I do? Where are we? What is my purpose? Am I on the path?
As you say.
Am I on the path?
As you say, what is my purpose? Am I on the path? The ring gets hot
Fuck.
and gets heavy,
Oh shit. I dropped.
like a boulder once more, into the grass.
You okay there?
Smolders and timbers.
Did it burn you?
No, I'm good. Fuck.
What does that mean?
Haven't quite figured it out yet, Chief.
I love a double answer.
When I don't know what to do, I just make a simple decision. And I take a piece of chalk from my backpack and I break it in half so one side's longer than the other. And I like hold them behind my back. And I go, alright, the long one means we go to the keeper. The short one means we go to the library. And I hold my hands behind my back. Say, alright, what's to pick?
I'll pick. Seems as good as anything else.
Okay. Roll a d20. If it's high, it's the keeper. If it's low, it's the library. Either one of you can roll.
Go for it.
9.
Okay, it's the library.
You pull the short piece of chalk with my right hand. We go in the library.
Alright, so where are we going to try to spend the night at?
We need to stay in Rowan Basin anyway.
Are you okay with staying in Rowan Basin? We're not going to see the keeper,
Yeah, that's fine.
but we stay in Rowan Basin.
Why wouldn't he be?
I don't know. He has a really bad thing with the keeper, so maybe even just being within the vicinity that the keeper might be. I pick up the ring. Is it light again? Fuck. Okay, we're not moving. Give me a weight.
It would snap your necklace.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and like get my.
It's still hot.
Oh, ow.
So, hold on. Can you like pick that up and then
Do you have a
focus
water
on
skin? What if you poured
turn
some
it
water
into-
on it?
Hang on.
I don't know if
weight
you've ever
fly?
tried to lift something that you can't lift, but you can't get a weight measurement of something you don't
Yes.
have. Like it is heavier than you can pick up.
Shit.
If he put his hand around it and turned to mist, would it go with him?
No. Well, he
It's
would
like
burn
200
on the
cubic foot
transition
of
minute.
material for 1 hour.
And if I try and
Alright.
pick up the dirt around it, it's just gonna go through the dirt.
It will.
Can I try to prestidigitation this thing to chill it?
You can try it.
I'm gonna try that. Does it do it? Can
You can
hot?
still see it scalding hot.
Fuck. All right.
Your cantrip is not.
Wasn't
near
that
I
like
didn't
a-
think so,
a
but it
thing
was
with
worth
your
a shot.
brother?
Yes, he has the. I hope he does. He has. We both have these rings, and he has the twin.
Because you're twins.
Do you know where he
Wait,
is?
Yeah.
Speaking of your brother, weren't you looking to talk to the keeper about your brother?
Yeah, but since we're all against the keeper, I was just gonna go for. I was just gonna
I
go
wasn't
the
against
next
the keeper.
clue.
There's mainly just one vocal person.
But he was very.
We did
vocal.
the chalk! Don't go against the chalk now!
Fuck the
I
chalk.
don't understand it. If there's
I
greater
feel like the
things
chalk is now
afoot.
going to come up every decision. The chalk!
Well, I only have 9 more pieces. So we better get better at our
I'm able to pick it up.
decision-making.
Fuck! Okay, I can pick it up now.
I have 99 more toothpicks though.
So I don't know quite what this all means, but I hope he has the other one, and I hope that means he's still alive.
Do you know where he is?
I hope so too.
No, I know that he was on. He's on a list, and I have like a scrap of paper. He's on this list, and it was a list of prisoners, and I'm trying to find him. I'm trying to get him back.
Another one with a criminal family, I see.
I don't want to be judged.
Well, your family's
it's not
choices aren't
judgment.
your own.
Yeah.
I recognize that.
Okay, I felt like that was a little bit of a jab.
What do you mean another one with a criminal family?
Shut up, Farmer Dan.
You know exactly what he is.
I'm sorry, what now?
No, hold on. Shut up, Farmer Dan.
Shut up, Farmer Dan.
Who are you calling, Pinhead?
I'm the real Dirty Dan.
You heard me?
So,
And it also says build strap, so we could just go to build strap and I'd probably find maybe a next clue, a next step. But maybe talk to the keeper. But if someone is very vocal about it and we respect the chalk, then we go to Rowan Base and we spend the night, and then I put the necklace back on, and then we go to the place the next day, the library. And
So we
mix
go to
away.
Rowan Basin and we see what we do there.
Yeah.
We're right!
Okay.
A lot of people!
In 10 minutes, you fly from the Crystalline Pass to Rowan Basin.
Do we want to materialize outside the city as to not arouse suspicion?
Oh no, I want to arouse so much suspicion.
Alright, arousing suspicion we shall.
You are welcome to do that.
Town
I'm gonna-
square, my guy.
You all are welcome to do that. I'm gonna materialize outside the city.
me too.
Yeah, it's probably the better choice.
So how do you use a disguise kit?
You can roll either
Going in-
intelligence or
going straight
dexterity,
in, you
depending on
just
what you're
gonna
trying to do. If
do
you're trying to
the
disguise
opposite
yourself to be
of
another person, it's dexterity. If you're trying to disguise yourself to be
Okay.
just not you,
So
it's
what?
intelligence.
Well-
I don't want to be seen by a bunch of people.
Yeah.
So essentially, are you trying to Sherlock Holmes where your nose is different and you have a different hat, canted sideways, and like, you know what I mean?
Camera shifts.
I
I
want to not.
the glasses with the funny nose, right?
I know, right?
I just want to not look like me. Whatever.
Okay,
the
well then that would
easiest
be
way.
that would be intelligence.
Ooh. Can I do the dexterity one then? What does that mean?
So the dexterity is whether or not it would hold up to scrutiny, more so than like it's how good does it look, compared to knowing where to put things that would make you distinguishably different, if that makes sense. There is a library within Rowan Basin, but it's extremely small comparatively, especially. But it's a small library. It's like a comically small, like mom and pop size.
So while we're in Rowan Basin, I do have some
Oh,
things
no,
I'd
no,
like to
no.
offload to shopkeepers at various locations. I have a longbow, a glaive, a short sword, another longbow,
What was it? Lost forever?
3 diamonds, a ruby, and a pearl that were all in the bag of holding. I don't know what the values were because I don't think we got them, but they were smaller.
Nobody.
50, 50, 75.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I don't even see it.
It's under Katz's left foot.
Oh,
It's
there it
crossed
is.
over his.
And then the other gems we found as well, or are you thinking to hold on to that, Cass?
We'll sell those.
I thought
I'll sell those too. They're
with my
Black Pearl,
background.
Aquamarine, and Alexandrite that were 500 gold each.
Disguise kit.
With
I'll
a
try to
looking
get
background, I
those
thought I got a
sold
disguise kit,
for
but now I don't see it in my. Oh, there it is, right there.
best price
Disguise
we can
kit.
get.
Maybe that's just what I'm. No. That's
No,
what I have.
that's
I'm
that's
assuming people
proficiency.
here buy
Yeah,
gems.
yeah.
They do.
All right, so I do have a disguise kit. Okay.
The library in town is called the Curator's Care.
So I have to roll intelligence for this?
To know what to disguise, especially because
Can I see you? No.
Ooh.
when he comes out of mist, yeah. You do get to add proficiency.
Yeah, I know, it's not great.
If you would like to,
7.
if you're trying to make yourself look
Seven.
like somebody else very distinctly, so here's a better question: are you trying to make yourself look like someone that will blend in nicely, or are you trying to look like literally anybody else?
Like anybody else.
Because
It
you
doesn't-
can just,
it's not
okay.
me.
So you, if that's the case, and you're okay with looking like another person, you have to tell me who you're intimidating, or who you're, who you're imitating, and then essentially that you know what I mean. Depending on your role, that's how much you look like that person. And the reason I'm doing it that way is because again, in the intelligence way is literally being able to fully blend in. People aren't gonna really take note of you because a good disguise makes it so that you're like Joe Schmo Johnny, right? Nobody can really like, oh, he's a yay tall, average nose, average hair, like that type of disguise is very intelligent. Whereas, you know, this person had this skin color, you know what I mean? You don't blend in, but so, you get what I'm saying. That would be the dexterity side.
Have we
And this
met
is
any
like-
other
I mean,
tieflings?
you know at least one. You're dead.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You look different from him enough to be not him. So, yeah, you can go after that.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll with dexterity.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
Okay.
With
proficient, you're proficient, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 26.
26.
25.
Right.
So
We're at 2, right?
the
Yes. 25.
you essentially pencil. Wait, I'm sorry. Does your character have beard? I don't think
No.
you did. Yeah. So you essentially pencil in over the long stretch of time, pencil in beard, and then fill in beard. Then it comes out to a very sharp point. You put essentially your disguise kit into a wig that covers much of your horn and is very, very slick back, and then parts like a Knight's Tale. What's that
Okay.
guy's name? Yeah, Heath Ledger in a Knight's Tale style hair that is just pushed back and open in the front. It doesn't hide your face, but you with the beard pointed and the different hair. The only thing that would make you look like Zadius is the fact that you're still wearing what you were wearing.
Okay.
But your dad could be wearing that too.
Yeah.
And you also, as you're doing so, once you finish the disguise, you also stand up straighter, look more like you're on your way to work, look more important than you have been and are. And you know that your father was feigning that he made it, but he was good at that.
Yeah.
So you know exactly what he was doing and how he was doing it.
Got it.
Do we see you do this?
Anyone who's
It takes
outside the
takes
city.
quite a
Okay.
bit of time, so yeah.
I don't know if you went somewhere private.
Mm.
Uh,
Just with the group outside.
Yeah, there's
the
not
city.
really anywhere necessarily
weird
private
that
out there.
he's doing that, right?
Yeah, that's definitely weird.
Yeah.
Pretty suspicious.
Pretty
Sus.
I think that's the point.
I can hear you.
To look
you,
more suspicious?
He's like, I can hear you.
you didn't go that far away, and it's pretty quiet out here in the middle of nowhere.
Well, I'm sorry, it's a little weird.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, it's-
We're just going into a town.
right where people are that may be looking for Zadius.
Why?
Why?
Why are you so worried about people being after you?
I mean, like I said, heroes make villains.
Yeah, I don't,
Are-
fu-
are
I don't
you
The
fuck-
light needs the dark.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, but
fucking
wouldn't
believe
you just be in disguise all the time then?
Sometimes.
Is Zadius your disguise? Who are you?
I was born of the night.
So you are the dark. You are the evil.
Sure. Whatever.
What?
No.
What?
Nothing.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing.
I don't understand this guy.
Anyways, are we ready to go into town?
No,
Anyway.
So-
let's go anyway.
So since we're here, who wants to go find the keeper?
like we didn't see that coming. The chalk said no. So
Right, pocket chop.
the chalk.
I'm gonna put that in. Yeah, you're good.
If you don't want to go find the keeper, that's fine. But like, we're here.
Yeah.
I would like to go find somebody to buy all my junk that I've been collecting. That's what I'd like to find.
You can do that at various different stores that are still open. You guys have showed up here at like mid-afternoon.
It's like
Half the
There's-
HP price for the weapons and whatnot.
Exactly that.
May I
They average out to the half price anyway.
sell my chainmail and buy splint?
Yeah, if you can afford it, yes.
I can. I am
Same
currently
on that.
a little rich,
Are there any like magic item people?
Not in this city.
so for half.
Not in this city.
Any chance I could find a place with like really nice paper and ink?
Curator's care.
Okay. Let's see. 65.
anybody up for an adventure to see the underbelly?
That's a lot.
I mean, I have an eye for that sort of thing.
Like this, I'm not gonna look to go alone, but if
And I
To
can
the
sell
keeper?
the gems at full price as well.
Sorry?
I can sell the gems at full price as well.
Yeah, the gems you can sell at full price. Those are essentially gold that you just have to liquidate.
Are you hanging on to all that?
No, I'm just doing that.
Oh, okay. Just wondering before I mark anything.
200 plus 10.
So you guys are going into different buildings and walking through the city in general. I know that he doesn't want to go there, but if you are looking for some sign of the keeper, I need you to make an investigation check to do so.
Can I tag along with you?
I'm gonna let you know
I
that you know
don't-
exactly where it's at.
You don't want
and-
anybody to
no, just like I don't want to go
I can
alone.
tell you
so
if you'd
absolutely,
like,
if
like,
others
via
want to tag
text,
along,
but-
then I will go.
I will.
I don't mind
I
help.
will help you.
Is it the next morning or is it still?
No, it's still that day.
I'm gonna give myself
guys-
a 16 on it then.
Okay.
And what am I using?
I'm gonna ping you on
Investigation.
Facebook.
There.
Oh, I have it. Yeah,
Thanks.
we're good.
So we each get 263 gold.
Oh,
for that stuff.
One more time.
263.
There's more money than I did before I bought armor. So that's nice. So, I would like to help find stuff since we're looking. And I am particularly good at finding dens of criminals as a former cop. It is my background feature.
I'm gonna sell my leather
I'm
armor
good at finding
and buy
cops and
studded leather.
criminals.
So
Would it be 5 gold and then 45? So
I have
40
my
total.
own-
it's
Office.
it's half for selling and full for buying.
Okay.
have my
So
own post
whatever.
So
that would be.
40 total.
It's 10 silver for
That is
1
my
gold, right?
background.
Okay.
Shut your own post office?
I have my own post office of
So
farmers.
You were running a post office on
So
top
what
of
You
was-
said it's
No, no,
1
I
gold
just-
piece is 10
23.
silver.
Farmer friends will be my own
So-
post office.
400 silver.
Well, I would like, if
You're
it's
headed
at
that
all
way. Can you
possible,
take this letter
to
with
go
you?
to
There you
what is
go.
it, curator's
Send a
care.
small package.
Curator's care.
I want to buy enough like nice paper and shit to copy down. I think it's like 11 levels with the spells to get this whole thing.
Sure.
So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Actually, wait,
Wow,
no, it'd be 9 because you gave me 2. Thank you.
Yeah, I
Bob.
gave it to you.
So
Okay.
9 spell levels worth.
So 9 times 50 is 450 gold.
450 gold.
You
worth.
have it?
Okay, awesome. It's
They do have enough here. So the curator's care is run by an elf, and as you guys are entering, he tells you see the sign on the face of the door that says that it is always open, and nothing is for sale. And you find out when you ask about it that he means none of the books are for sale. You can donate books, you can sell books, he will take books. And as you're looking through, the books are 90% fiction, 10% dictionary. Like there's not, or 5% dictionary, 10% or 5% fact, right? Most of it's just fiction work.
yeah.
The walls here are organized by the collection is pretty massive. That are lining all of the walls with books and those nice little ladders that roll from A to B, right? So you can reach everything. And And they are extremely well organized by title, starting on the immediate left of the door and wrapping all the way around to the other side on the right, with the last name of the author ending in Z over here and starting with A over here. There are, in the center of the room, there are 4 sections on each side that are 8 foot high, with bookshelves forming a center area. At the very back of it is essentially at the back left is an area for sitting and reading. He will explain to you, because you guys are new here, that nothing leaves this library. All of it stays here. You're welcome to read anything in the library. You can take whatever notes you want with you, but all stays.
Do you mind if I work here?
Not even a little bit. With a 20, you said 23 for your investigation?
Yes. Find signs.
You notice at the curator's care, you notice a sign of the god of, let me make sure I get the right one. I'm pretty sure it's Kaiban. It's god of the past. Let me click it first. Yeah, Kaiban, the god of nostalgia, the god of the past. It's a leftward facing aged face, like an older woman's face, that is between 2 bookshelves and seeming to be looking behind the bookshelf at the curator's care. And it's aside from, like, right beside and behind where the elf who will introduce himself as Doxum sits when he allows you guys all to work. And he, like I said, he just works as, like, he's essentially just a librarian that makes shit happen for people, helps them find the books that they're looking for. He seems to have, like, a Rolodex of knowledge in terms of what he has in stock, and he can tell you whether or not straight up he has that work in his store.
Do you mind if I borrow that book? I'll grab the book and I'll give you 100 gold for the 2 levels.
Sweet. Yeah.
So I'll grab.
I'm gonna
Did you see I messaged you back?
gesture to the symbol. I'm just gonna be like, symbol. It looks like it's looking behind the bookshelf. Is this a wall?
It looks like it looks behind the bookshelf. Yeah.
Is this a wall that has an outside to it? Like, this is clearly an exterior wall.
It might be. It's not that. It's not like it's clearly the exterior wall or not. From where you are, if you were to peruse around and see, I mean, your character has done some weird things, so I don't know if you would like.
What books are on this particular shelf? The one that the skull or
on this ball. So remember that it starts with A, ends about here would be the middle of the alphabet. So this would be. I can't count 13 letters. Is that like M?
What you said.
So 13. Oh my god, that's cool.
This,
circle back.
Well,
to
no,
that.
actually, I'm sorry.
Exactly
So
where
it would be
one letter of the alphabet.
what's
is.
so six letters, and so A, B,
And then
C.
everything is relative to M.
16.
No, it would be
13
K. I'm
away
correct.
is A.
Fuck yeah.
13 away.
It'd be K here because the M is found in the center column, and then it's OPQ, and then back around the wall.
It's the letter K.
I'm gonna look for some books on the wall. I'm gonna look
The
for
Keeper.
the Keeper.
Is there a desk nearby?
Is there a book called The Keeper?
There are several books called The Keeper made by different works.
Is there a like a desk
different
nearby
Is
where
this
they're
as
trying
well?
to do all this that I can?
It's not that near, but again, so on the left side is where the tables all are, and on the right side is where he's
But, like,
set up
within
shop.
it-
So if you guys, so as an example, if
your background makes you good at finding these things.
if this is the front door, there are some bookshelves this way. Right here is where the face is. Here's where the work area that you're talking about is, and then here is where he has his desk set up, Doxum.
Okay.
So, and then this is just a straight-in shot from exactly in the center. Here's the face that I'm talking about. That's facing this. Yeah.
And who's
That's
near?
facing this K.
You said there was a guy near.
This is the guy that works for Doxum.
Oh yes.
I'm gonna
excuse
sit
me.
down.
And there are several books that are titled The Keeper in various different forms. Not literally The Keeper, but like I'm not gonna be able to be good at like The Keeper in the Rye, or
I get
The
you.
Keeper of the Ring, or yes, there's a number of those that are all just like this near that face, and the eye is all of the names of those books. It's carefully curated and crafted. All of them have a author with the last name of K, ends up there, and all of them have Keeper in the title of
Yeah,
the book.
I'm gonna sit down at as close as I can be to like, I guess it's an entrance that's going into that area, and I will get to work copying.
What do you think it means?
I'm going to ask the guy quietly. He's like, I'm looking for a book called The Keeper.
Look back at my notes.
I can obviously see that there's books called that have Keeper in the name, but I'm just gonna ask him anyway and see what he says.
Is it? He says to you, "Is it not in the collection before you?"
Let's see here, and I'll do the whole like, you just drag your finger across the books, and I look for one called just The Keeper or Keeper the.
Sure.
Is there one called The Keeper, plainly just The Keeper?
You find a book name by the title of Christoph, with a Krist.
Okay.
The title of the book is Keeper Catches Care, and it is misplaced for sure in this array of books because it is a children's book.
What's it about?
I'm going to.
What's it about? It's about.
Just general.
Yeah, it is about a shepherd that is trying to teach the ability to save said sheep, right? And
It's like a boy.
he's trying. Yep, he's trying. Well, more so, he's trying to find the right dog that will protect the sheep in the way he wants. And it's more about the different puppies of the litter that aren't, picking the puppy to do the job. And it's a dog. Kid finds dog story.
And that's the one that draws my attention.
That one's slightly larger than the other. It sticks out a little bit more thin because it's a children's book, and it just seems weird here.
You do have it.
It's right at eye level, and you pull it out, and as you do, he says, "I will see you then." And as you do, there's a very, very small opening that's maybe 3 feet wide, right next to the bookshelf. As you pull it open, it seems like the bookshelf collapses into itself. Some of the books you can tell now in that specific column either are fake or went into the other ones, or it was false somewhere. But it slid over, and there's a very narrow slit where Doxum is there too. He says, "Come with me. Put the book down." And you see Doxum here behind the desk, and you see Doxum standing in this crook. He's making his way down into the crook.
Do I see this happen and I glance up, or no? I'm probably behind some. Okay.
There was basically no secrecy whatsoever with the way that he arrived at this.
Buddy,
In my head, why is he terrified of this?
you can do it.
Figure it out,
You're doing it
Milo.
all night.
This dude is so fucking fast.
What?
This dude is so fucking fast.
Let's go.
Sees him over there. Sees him over there.
He's still there. It's not. There's 2 of them.
Do I see them at the same time?
Yeah, you do.
Do I perceive? Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm going to act like this is
I
something
will.
I see
I'm
every
just gonna.
single
I'm
day.
just gonna roll with this.
I'm just gonna
Hell
let
yeah.
them dig in their books. I'm just looking around.
Yes, please. Do I
the-
put the book
the-
back on the
Window
shelf?
shopping.
Yeah, you put it right back where it belongs.
Cool.
And it doesn't collapse really quickly behind, or it doesn't collapse as you do. And Doxum starts to stroll down the stairs. That as he's stepping, they're like going down into somewhere lower. Who else is going into this area? I don't know.
I am.
I'm
1, 2,
I would.
3. Are you there?
Sure.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay. And I assume
Fine,
you're
let's-
fucking not.
Didn't even go near the bookstore.
Yeah, you saw. Okay, so since you guys have found it, the roll was 23. It was enough.
Yeah.
What he saw in his thieves' cant was that under certain lights and in certain markings, the curator's care actually says curator's keeper instead, just under the right light. And at certain angles, and he saw it, and of course did not tell you about it. But you did not find what he saw that would alert him to this. He would also know, simply asking to see the keeper to Doxum is the same way, which is what you did. And so
Just mistakenly spoke thieves' cant, kind of. Not really, but sort of.
Basically, yes. There's the difference between the two would have been him saying, I'm here to see the like going up to the desk and saying I'm here to see the keeper, or saying I'm looking for the keeper and looking for a book, right?
Yeah.
One way or another, he asked for the same thing.
Yeah.
A more subtle way.
Yeah. So you guys are going down for maybe 15 feet. It doubles back and goes underneath this establishment. There's a wooden door that's in an arch that he stops at, raps on once, and then gestures to you guys to enter. He stands right outside the door, does not go in.
Okay. I go.
It must be a pretty valuable book if they're keeping it down here.
Right.
I'll
go along with you.
You guys walk into this small area, which is inside. You see a desk with an embossed face coming out of it, same symbol you saw to the goddess Kaban, or I think it's a god. I'd have to look at it again. To one of the gods Kaban, the third god, the god of the past.
I believe you're right. That is a she.
Okay.
Behind that desk, standing there, is looks like a jackal man, face with a long snout, pointed, ears slicked back, in the same way like a dog asking for a treat, and a fox or coyote tail sticking out. He has purple robes, another symbol of Kaiban on his shoulder, and he says, "You have found us, but we have not seen you before.
Correct.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Hi.
How can I help?
Hello.
How can we help?"
So we are looking for some information. Naturally.
Always the case.
Yes.
We supply that.
I personally am looking for some information on the whereabouts of Holg and
Milo.
and perhaps the Sword of Onyx.
Two different questions, two separate answers. We would need to know exactly what you're asking in order to answer any question you have for us.
Well,
And of course, all answers come with a price. And of
Yes.
course, it would matter to me why you ask. But I know already, so that is fine. Or we know already, so that is fine.
so I would say first would be, I guess, for me, anyways, the whereabouts of Holg.
The whereabouts of Hog, we can disclose 200 gold. I cannot tell you where he is now. I can tell you where he was just now. He's not going anywhere now, it seems. Just now. Just now.
Maybe he finally
Just
got
now.
arrested.
Just now. We can tell you now as
Okay.
well, but not in the now.
Just like where he's been very recently.
Now, but not the now.
He was there, yes.
Okay. So I take 200 gold and I set it down on the table. So how recently is this information?
Hope was there just now.
Okay.
Just now. And he, without finishing answering the question, reaches across, scrapes the gold across the face of Kaiban, and as he does, it seems to dissolve in his hands. You're not sure if it's going into the table, or into his pocket, or into his hand. You're not sure. It just seems to, like it dissolves in his hand. He says, "We know the Hogyu reference. There are many of them, by the way. You should be more specific with your ask. But I'm not for deceit. I'm for the then. Just then. Just then. He was in Kadai. Just then he made a plan to go to Matolo. Just then."
Kadai.
Matolo.
Yep, those are two cities. Kadai is the capital city in the west, and Matolo is a city along the way from where you are, north. Or I'm sorry, just east of Kadai. It says, just then made the plan.
And he's making this plan to go.
Sees no sign of showing change in the plan, though. That was just now.
Yeah. So he's.
If
planning
he
on
changes
going
it, no,
now?
still then.
Or soon?
No, still then. No, we still see him making that plan. Just
Okay.
then.
Do you know about when he's planning on doing this? Is it just he's just planning it a general
Just
plan?
Kadai.
Like-
Matolo.
Oh, that was it.
If you ask that question, we do not know, and that's frustrating to us.
Okay. I understand.
But just then, just then.
There are many things that I don't know that frustrate me too.
There's a lot. Yeah, God.
Then the plan was to go to Matolo. You have your answer. 200 gold has been paid. Thank you.
Thank you.
And he seems like lost in space for a minute. Doesn't respond to anybody. Doesn't look at anybody. Isn't making eye contact to anywhere in the room.
I'll step forward.
Sure.
Do I get his attention? Just Jackal Man?
You don't. Seems just lost in space.
I have a question.
Yes, we have answers.
Oh, okay. Phew, just about blew that one. Where is Atosh? And I hold the ring out.
The ring helps with the assistance. It's much more clear than him. Gladly, I knew which one he was talking about because he talked about it before. Just then.
Just then?
Before. You have been doing this. I don't know why you haven't found him yet. It's so clear. For you,
Like me.
for you, it's a captive secret. For you, 500.
500? Captive
Captive
secret.
secret.
What's the difference? Does this?
That's another question.
It is. Why was mine a captive secret?
That's another question.
That's another question.
Fuck.
We can tell you about.
Captive secrets?
Absolutely.
How much would a captive?
15 gold to tell you
15?
why.
Tell me why.
I better start tab.
So he's in the same way. He reaches his hand across, and as it reaches Kaiban's chin and like gets to about this far in, less gold seems to travel less far across the face.
Yeah.
Gold disappears. They say,
I think he's a co-op.
we know.
I've read about those. Not co-op.
They have him. They don't want to lose him. Captive secret. He'll be there. Probably. That's what they say. That's what they continue to say. Just then.
So many questions. We're gonna wrap
So-
up a bill.
They
Yeah. Because we haven't even.
They take him and people like him all the time, captive and keep.
Which one is that? The sword?
Just then.
Ezo.
Just then, you say. Just then.
And as they continue to say this, you're getting the sense that just then, anywhere in time.
Yeah.
But with how they were talking, it seems like the eyes were like scanning and reading it again. And revisiting the past to see where it was just then.
Spooky.
Spooks. I'll ask another simple question.
And as soon as the answer is given,
Mhm.
and as soon as the gold has disappeared, just
He is a space
idle
cadet.
again. His mind seems in a million other places and not here.
All right. I don't know if it costs to know the answer of this question, but how much would it be to know the whereabouts of the Sword of Onyx?
He snaps to you again, and the eyes continue to drift and settle on you over and over. And they say, "Of course, all questions come with cost.
Of course.
To know the price, hopefully it doesn't change. The price just then, 30 gold. To answer that question would be 30 gold. But different price if you were to ask just then.
Where's the Sword of Onyx?
And by the way, they were saying 30 gold to know the answer of like
What is the price?
what is the price, not
So I was
where is the sword?
I'm just skipping past
Yeah.
that because I'm realizing that's stupid, and I can just ask that and then say never mind.
Just ask.
How? Where's
Where's the sword?
the Sword of Onyx?
kept sword many want. All throughout history. As is now. Or as is then. As is then. 5,000.
Okay, that is a bit out of my price range.
Significantly more.
And yeah, you're getting the sense, the more pertinent the information of
Yes.
more people, absolutely more expensive.
Yeah. And so that may be a bit out of my price range, and I'm not sure if this will be as well, but the whereabouts of Mergizo,
I know, right?
Whereabouts of Mergizo?
or more specifically, the whereabouts of Averell Toon.
They're there just then.
Just that.
Just then.
Just
100 gold.
did.
And
Don't lie, that's a bargain.
yeah, and again, you see the eyes going
Aesthetic.
literally back in the past
See,
to
static.
find over and over again, answers the question, stares off.
And I put 100 gold on the table.
They were in Keltion. Just
Keltion.
then. Just then.
Is that the same
Where
town?
is Caltheon?
No, it's not.
He was in Kadai, and now
Kadai.
he's going to Matolo.
Caltheon is to the east. It's not Dracomenso. Caltheon is the capital city of the Cursus Imperium.
Okay, so Mergizo and Alvarel are in Caltheon, which is in the Cursus Imperium. Holg is currently in Kadai, but he is actively planning to go to Matolo. And he never answered how quickly he was planning on acting that plan.
Just then.
Just that.
So he was actively going to Matolo.
Just
He's
then.
in the
Nothing
path.
he speaks about has been active. It's just been.
Just that.
It's like
It-
he
it
always-
has
he
been
always-
He's
immediate
looking
past.
at. He's looking at the immediate past of what exactly has happened.
So
Thank
as
you.
of 2 seconds
you.
prior,
No,
he
it's
was
really,
actively
really
in
cool.
the process of
When
going to
every time he
Matolo.
says "just then," or I should say they. Every time they are saying "just then," literally he just looked at it just now.
Just
That just happened.
Yeah.
And every time he said, like his eye, it looks like his eyes aren't looking at you. It looks like his eyes are looking at a timeline.
He is watching a buffering video.
Yeah, yeah. Everything is a second ago.
Okay, so
He knows nothing about
so
literally right now.
So-
It's like
so seconds before then, Hold was actively going from Katai to Matolo.
plan.
he was actively in Kadai making plans to go to Matolo.
Okay, but we had no indication of like how quick at the time he was looking at planning to go into
He
Matolo.
can't see
He
anything that's about to happen,
Okay, so
or
he-
they can't see. Sorry.
yeah. Okay, so he could be in Kadai for months. He could be in
Yep.
Kadai
He might be
for-
making a bunch of preparations. He might be about to head out the door. It's somewhere in between there.
Cool. And Kadai is further away than Matolo.
Matolo is along the way to
Yes.
Kadai.
And Matolo
Is off this map.
is not on the map.
That's Matolo is so this is only the map of Great Bay.
Sure.
To the west of Great Bay is the React Consortia. Both of those are in the React Consortia.
Okay.
Keltheon is in the east. The Cursus Imperium. It's far in the east, in the middle of the continent, but it's on the continent proper. All of the only part of the map, as far as the city goes, is Dracomenso that is off of the continent and it's on an island. Everything else is somewhere in the continent itself proper. Kadai and so to leave from Moran Basin, you'd pass Crystalline Pass, you'd pass Flashpoint. There's another mountain range tucked into there is Matolo, and then continuing westward, you'd hit Kadai.
Oh, so you just go by Flashpoint on the way to.
You could, yes.
Cool. those are all of the questions that I had.
I don't have any questions.
I'm a simple man. I like to see where
How
things
long
take
did-
me.
How long would you say all this took?
Exactly as long as, basically as long as, minus the part where they were talking about, like, where we were just clearing things up.
Okay, gotcha.
So just a few
As long as
Just a
it's-
few minutes, yeah.
Alright.
You're nowhere near done copying
Did you
anything.
ask all the
Yeah.
questions you wanted?
Yeah. I'll be
You
like,
seem like a very curious person.
I am, but I
Didn't you want to know where your brother is?
asked.
Did
It
you?
was 300 gold. No,
500.
500 gold to tell him where he was.
And you weren't able to pay that?
No,
No.
I'll figure it out. I've got this.
Okay.
Sometimes the
I
journey
feel like
is
I can.
important.
Yeah, I feel like I can come back here too.
Yeah, I guess.
Thank you.
Yes,
The
very
prices changed that just then.
Nice. Thank you.
Like,
Appreciate it.
upon time of ask is when the
Yeah.
price is set. Yeah, okay.
I'm thanking this creature.
More or less.
Thank us.
Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Us.
Thank you all.
Us.
Thank us.
Thank us all.
Very confused.
Batuk is just assuming that there's 3 jackal-like creatures stacked up in a trench coat, and that's
I
what
wouldn't
he
think
interacted
that.
with.
There is so
We've
it's
seen that in the
it's
wild.
in Arcana Loft. It's a demon fox, jackal, coyote of some sort that stands on 2 legs and has paws for hands and
Okay. And I think, and we
Well,
and
they
walk out.
seemed nice. I wonder why Zaddies was so freaked out.
as you guys are ushered back up the stairs by Doxum, that is where we will close for the night. I mean, fucking terrifying NPC, of course. Yeah, it's like that guy literally knows all the stuff ever. No, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Also,
Their
like,
true identity.
That is where we were going to close.
did it!
Thank you so much, everybody.
Yay!
Have a good night. Goodbye.
Very good.
We
Goodbye.
accomplished some shit.
We
Yeah.
did.
Chalk is the